She says the same thing. The jungle, it came alive and took him.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
You ain't afraid of no man.
There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man.
Go! Get to the chopper!
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror, sci-fi, fantasy, cult classics, new and old. Warning, spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
Then I am Erik here, Erik Cloudenizer here in Salem, Massachusetts. Here, I'm right here, ready to do the podcast and these things. Stop making a stupid opening. Come on. Come on. Why are you laughing?
We're joined by Major Dutch.
Hey, Dutch. My friends call me Dutch. I have the biggest arms ever. Look at my arms.
Do you, though?
Yeah, I
in
do.
In this cast?
I do, yes. Yes, actually, yes. I love that bit of trivia.
We'll get to it.
He does have it.
Yes, that could only be Arnold Schwarzenegger from 1987's Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Kevin Peter Hall, Sonny Landham, directed by John McTiernan.
John McTiernan? Is this a person?
It's a person we all know.
Is it? Did he direct other stuff? He did. You probably know.
All we have
Annie?
to say.
Did he direct Annie the musical? No.
No.
No?
No. But for our generation of moviegoers, you just have to say Die Hard.
There you go. Another muscly movie. Not as muscly as this one. This movie, Art. I mean,
this is the muscliest movie we've covered, right?
This will probably be the like we've done one with we think what is the most boobs, but this one,
clearly.
If this was man boobs, this is the one that's gonna man boobs and biceps everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So we're doing Predator,
which is such a mashup of everything that we cover. But I don't know, have we covered, Erik, an action movie? Have we covered like an action movie?
Well, I guess is Big Trouble in Little China considered an action
Yeah,
movie?
I would say, action. And also the remake of Dawn of the Dead is very action-y.
Sure, that's an action, I guess, an action movie. But this is, I guess we're labeling this as a sci-fi action horror movie, right?
Yes.
Sci-fi horror action. There you go.
Yes.
Nailed it.
And I love the way this movie works itself through all of those genres. This movie spawned a heck of a lot of sequels, crossover sequels, comic books, novels. There's so much lore here, Erik. And I want to say to everybody up front, we are not going to be bringing in all of the lore that we know from subsequent movies. We're gonna bring you through this movie as if this is the movie that Erik and I first saw when we were younger, when it premiered in the theaters.
Yeah. We can't go. Yeah, this is we're gonna take the movie for what it is. There's we're not gonna say, after that. You know what they did here with aliens and predators? Just
the 30th volume of the comic book, they introduced this.
Yeah, but you did open this up, Art, so I'm just going to say to you that my son Phoenix, shout out to Phoenix if you're listening, he has alien action figures, and now he's got a poster. I don't know how this exists, but it's almost like a anime cutesy alien with like holding a purse. Like you would see like the, Sailor Moon type of thing. And the faces surrounding this alien are predator faces. But it's like, choose your boyfriend. It's just a weird, I don't understand this particular piece of art because he has these awesome aliens.
What a natural combination, alien and predator. They had to get together and they did eventually. We may even get to some of these movies that are sequels.
Are we? I will. And also we have it in Salem. His name is James and he's like 6'3", 6'4", and he dresses as Predator.
Okay.
But he looks really good. And I make the Predator laugh because he stands across the street from World of Wizardry and I'm standing up on a box dressed as a wizard and I'm like Predator, Come on, cross the street, see what happens. And he's laughing.
I'm so interested on your take on the creature as we get into this movie and why it stands out as iconic, because this movie was a hit, 1987. As a matter of fact, when I mentioned we were doing this to my wife, Amanda, this week, she said, "Oh, Predator." And I said, "What's that?" She was abroad living in India when Predator came out originally. And she said it was the entire country was taken up with giant, several story tall Arnold in that movie, because that movie was such a big hit in India and it played forever. She said it like you would go to the movie theaters and you're like, the only thing to see is Predator for months.
Predator again.
That was it.
Predator again. Predator again. Yeah. It's got a 47 critics score on IMDb. They're like, this is stupid. No one wants to see this. It's just,
That's so curious.
Yeah,
to me.
47.
But I will just say, Eric.
Yes.
It was 12th at the box office. I would have thought, just in my memory, that this would have been way, way up there in the box office.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this is after Terminator, so it's like, oh my God, Arnold.
Which is why this movie exists. Actually, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. But Eric and I sometimes mention that we had a great period of sort of growing up and going to the movies, but I'm just going to run you down 1987. Okay. When you say Predator's like 12th at the box office, here are the other ones. And you're just going to be amazed as I go through.
Well, now I have to be. You're always telling me how I have to.
You're going to.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
Start number one at the box office, 1987. We all forget this, Eric. Cleaning Up, worldwide hit, $167 million. That's a lot back then. 3 Men and a Baby. Oh, number one.
Well, you get 3 major stars, I guess, plus a baby. So there's that.
And directed by Mr. Spock. Leonard Nimoy.
My
directed.
Can you imagine just Leonard Nimoy directed that? Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Now we get into it, Eric, here.
Yeah.
Number 2, Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, sure.
Number 3, Beverly Hills Cop 2. Then we go to Good Morning Vietnam, Moonstruck, The Untouchables, Lethal Weapon, Witches of Eastwick, Dirty Dancing, Throw Mama from the Train, RoboCop, Broadcast News.
Wait. Throw Mama from the Train was doing better than Predator.
No, Predator beat... No, I skipped over Predator because that was 12.
Oh, okay.
Predator beat Throw Mama from the Train by only $2 million. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
And Throw Mama from the Train beat RoboCop.
Wow. It's a weird time. I don't know. Maybe 87 we weren't interested in that action horror.
I'm going to keep going for you. This was a year. Oh, no. Just hold on.
Don't.
Broadcast News. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Great film.
Wall Street. Roxanne. The Running Man. Baseballs.
Wait, this is all 87?
All 87. No Way Out. Adventures in Babysitting. The Lost Boys. Future Midnight Cinema.
Yeah.
The Lost Boys. Sure. Princess Bride.
Wait, this is not 12 art. This is more than 12. Holy shit, everyone. We're going to every single movie. Welcome to the podcast, 1987's movies.
And one that ties into this. I wanted to end with this.
What?
Harry and the Hendersons. Because it does
tie
into
100%.
It does tie into this.
Because Stan Winston? Is that why?
And our Predator.
Oh,
played
right.
Harry.
Yes.
So
that's the guy.
Right. But
wow.
that just sets the stage. So
it?
It was a script that had been kicking around Hollywood. 2 writers wrote it with the idea of like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if aliens were hunting men? Like aliens came down, just like our hunters go out and hunt big game. And they came down and they did that. And they shopped around Hollywood, apparently just slid it under doors.
They slid it under doors? Very stealthy like a predator.
And it got into the hands of one of the big producers and then made it up to Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he really dug the idea of the project. And
yes.
Yeah.
I know this isn't the Arnold Schwarzenegger Let's Talk About Him podcast.
Yeah.
However, I just point out that the more I read about movies that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in, he was in troll. He's amazing to start from somebody who doesn't speak the language of the country he wants to be famous in.
Yep.
And basically does not stop until he is famous. And now he's telling directors and producers what they can and cannot do in a movie.
Yes.
That is amazing. And they're things that you wouldn't think, oh, a superstar wanted that, but this movie was supposed to be him versus an alien predator. And he's like, no, you know what would be better if we got a team of guys with muscles and these things, and we all tried to fight the predator. Come on, let's do that. And they were like, good, absolutely, we're going to do that. Also, shout out to probably if Jesse's listening to this, junk guy, I'm sorry for my Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not as good as yours. I know that. Wait, I know it. I know it's not as good, but we're still doing it. So amazing. Good. Arnold, I know, we don't align all the time, but come on, man. You brought it.
And they got this director, John McTiernan. He had only made one movie before this. He went on to, of course, make Die Hard.
See, we wouldn't know who he was before this.
Yeah, we wouldn't have when we were seeing it. Yeah.
So in a way, Art, I was right.
You were right. Who is that? Say it again.
I'm sorry, when we get to
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Did you not hear that? You were right.
No, I didn't. I was breathing heavily with excitement.
So Predator. And there's a lot of weird behind the scenes stuff to talk about as we go along, but I think we should get started because
all right, we'll get started with the Predator.
So Predator opens up. We've seen this shot before. It's space. We see the alien ship, a ship coming on over Earth, and as it passes through, we see it jettisons off a little satellite that's sending down, almost like a capsule down towards Earth.
Ejected something, and I love that it just says Predator. This was not. This company presents this. It's not like 45 seconds to 2 minutes of logos. It just goes Predator
with a good music sting. A hard music sting. And we're going to talk about the score. I know you hate when I get into that.
I think
the score is great.
No, I like the score in this one. Like the do right do.
It's Alan Silvestri. You know him, Back to the Future, Roger Rabbit, like lots of great scores. Great scores.
Yeah.
So now I will say we dissolved then. Okay, here we have the alien sending off its thing down, and we dissolve to the humans' implement of war coming across the water, the helicopter, right?
So we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's in that little thing. It could be just poop from ejecting from the spaceship. They're gonna be like, this is a good place to leave our shit. Yeah, they're just dropping it off.
It's like, this looks like a good place for it, this blue planet.
Dump it here.
Just dump it right out.
But, so what, it's like, it's wartime, right?
Yeah, well, the 80s, remember, this was Panama, Grenada, all sorts of Nicaragua, all these things and actions happening down in South America.
Yep. Anything with an at the end of it. Anything with an at the end of it is involved.
Correct. There were a lot of movies that would use that as sort of its set for action combat type of things, because it also there was a little hangover we're having from Vietnam, which is connected to this movie, and several of the characters were in Nam, but was that idea of jungle fighting. We don't know who the enemy is. Whose side are you on? The CIA's involved. That's kind of a lot of what they're bringing into the opening of this movie. Yeah. Which I want to talk about as we go on, because it's very interesting to me how they set all of this up.
Here's where everyone listening is, I'm going to be corralling you, because there's so much stuff here. But sometimes I think we need to move it along. So here's where I'm going to start. I'm going to say we have a shot of Carl Weathers drinking in an office.
Yes.
Right? And a way too old captain or something, it's like, I got a job for you or something like that. I deliberately didn't do the dialogue here because I'm like, Art's going to know. Art's going to know the freaking dialogue for this guy with too much makeup on. But it's
general?
Carl Weathers. Yeah, the general. He's the general.
Well, Carl Weathers is there, but what he's waiting for, right, is this choppa that comes in across a chopper.
A chopper. Okay. I thought
a chopper. Yeah.
A chopper. Yeah.
A helicopter that comes in and drops off these guys, but they're all in civilian clothes, right?
Such a great shot of all the characters getting out of the chopper.
Yeah.
Right?
But they're not in military dress.
No, they're not, Art. They're not because I don't think they're official military.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not saying
special ops.
So like one's in a suit, one's in an MTV shirt.
Yeah.
And they're just one's in kind of a stylish shirt, and then there's one guy left in the shadows of the helicopter.
In the chopper with a great. You can tell that Arnold Schwarzenegger was like, "Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we could incorporate cigars that I smoke all the time in this here and this?" And that's what we get. It's such a this is the star shot, right?
In the depths of the chopper. In the darkness, a lighter comes up and a cigar gets lit, and we see as he emerges sort of into the sunlight with his stogie in his mouth.
Yes, but on his face, I look directly at Arnold Schwarzenegger's face because the man's an action star, but as far as I'm not always believing him, but this one, he's like, here I am. This is the shot of me. I'm really cool. So I just thought that was awesome. It's like, he knows. He knows.
Well, he would have done like you said, Terminator, but also Commando by this point. And he's
famous, but he comes out, this is the lead.
And Erik, he's got on an eyes-on shirt that would fit you. Would fit you, right? Like,
it's so tight. Oh my God!
But they have stretched it onto Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Can you imagine the wardrobe person being like, "You sure you want this one?" He's like, "Yes, good. Put it on. Put it on. How to pull?" I mean, it looks like it's painted on. Looks like he put it in the dryer. And he's like, it's still good. I can put it down.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
And then he's in silhouette with the rest of the guys, but the big stogie is against the sunset. Yeah.
And I guess, Art, fun fact is I didn't know, but in the chopper, for some reason, they're like, you can't light a cigar in the chopper. So it's added. There's an effect that's added.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I didn't know that. I knew that there was controversy on set about him lighting it. But they really wanted that shot.
Yeah, you couldn't do it in the chopper. We might as well just say choppa now because we're going to be saying it so much.
Oh my gosh,
this made the word choppa famous.
Yeah, and then it just the dialogue, Erik. I think we've just been so many years past these 80s action movies that the dialogue sometimes, Erik. I want to be clear. Erik and I are going to clearly have some fun with this movie. It's a good movie, but I want to be clear. I want to be clear.
We like it. Okay,
but it sometimes you're like, is this a Key and Peele sketch? Sometimes with the dialogue, because he meets 87. The general, Erik, and it's like, been a long time, Dutch.
Yeah, and he's talking like this. He's got this actor talks with his teeth like that. He's like, it's a long time. It's a long time. Yes. But that's the way it was for quite some time in the movies. So, and what can I ask you a question? Why I know the answer, but they're driving the Jeeps. This great shot of the beach, Jungle Beach. Yeah. Whole lot of beach going on, right? Yeah. Whole lot of sand.
They're utilizing these incredible locations they're in. They're showing us every inch of it through this movie. Yeah.
They're driving the Jeeps, Art, in the water. And I was thinking of you in this scene going, is Art going, why are they driving in the water? Was that advantageous or just they wanted it to be cool? Because that shot's awesome.
They wanted it to be cool. It doesn't, or it might be the way that you get there. We're getting the mission here. That's basically what's happening now. We're going to get
the mission. But the world's most aggressive handshake. We would
iconic
so many times in high school. But a Dutch who's Arnold Schwarzenegger meets Dylan, right?
And they know each other. They clearly know each other.
So Carl Weathers, who's jacked. He is jacked, right? And Arnold Schwarzenegger is equally, if not more so jacked. And he goes, Dylan. And then this shot of just these massive arms locking hands like in what looks like they're going to have an arm wrestling contest, which they do. But they just like It seems like that shot lasts for about 8 seconds of just their arms pumping blood.
Yeah. And that shot like lives on in memes today, Eric.
Oh, yes.
You'll see it in like memes that people post. And I wonder if like younger people even know what it is. Like sometimes.
It's so great.
And it was all that, the way we're laughing at it, Eric, which is interesting. John McTiernan, even early on, that what totally was his intention, was to satirize manly men, big muscles. I mean, that's what this was. So we think of it as like, oh, look at that. They were in on they're in on the joke. They're totally in on the joke.
Gratuitous. This is the gratuitous part for I would say, if you're into the male physique, you're going to be all over this. With their giant biceps.
So
what's the matter, Art? Pushing too many pencils? Come on.
Yeah, because they grasp hands and they get in a little arm wrestling contest. Yeah. Carl Weathers loses. Arnold does get the better of him. He has to.
Lose,
he has to. It's sort of that thing now. Is it Dwayne Johnson? Has that thing now, like The Rock, and they have these things in their contracts that they can't lose fights and things. Arnold was sort of one of the first people like that. Like,
he's like, no, I can't lose.
Yeah, but you mentioned.
I know you're talking about exposition, right? Mm-hmm. So here's what I have which I'm sure you'll expand on for our listeners. But after this, I have blah, blah, blah. They must rescue a cabinet minister. That's what I have for this scene.
Yeah, that's what it is. They get the mission here.
Yeah.
Basically, we should outline that Carl Weathers is CIA. He's from the CIA division.
CIA.
And now, what is your understanding of what Dutch's crew actually is? Are they, would you call them mercenaries or
I would say
private security group? Is that
they're a private? Yes. Let's look at it as their private security group, or people who you hire out of the government realm a little bit to get the job done. But they still do it right. So
they refer to other. They have. It seems like they follow rank still, and they call each other by their ranks. And they're all veterans. They're all actual.
I think it's like their special ops mission. Picture a bunch of retired people that they're contractors. I think that's what it is. But they do it. I don't think it's below board in a sense, because they like to do it by the numbers. By the numbers. I'm already getting sweaty thinking about the Predator, so I'm going to turn on my fan because I'm already starting to sweat with anticipation.
Well, Eric, that's weird. On your end, did I hear something, or did I don't know.
Hold on a second.
It sounded like my voice or something on your end, something like a whisper or something. So anyways, but no, we should just move on with the podcast. We should.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll just move on. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm going to turn on my fan then.
Okay. All right.
That's it. That's the stuff right there. Oh, I broke it.
Oh, no. Is it on?
I broke the fan. Come on.
Eric's contract said that he couldn't lose to the fan.
I got it. It's the best podcast ever. All right. I'm back.
Yeah. So as Erik said, what they have said is a cabinet minister was flying with his aide and crashed in this area, and he needs to be rescued. That's what the mission is lined up.
They must rescue a cabinet minister, remember. Yes.
And Arnold is already a little curious as to why they need him to do this.
Yeah, and why is Dylan there? We don't know.
Yeah, why is CIA involved in this?
I bet you like this a little bit. I don't know if you've ever been on a chopper. I've been on the chopper once, but not.
I've been on a chopper
fighting predators.
Oh yeah, we used to do that. That was military intelligence. We had to fight aliens all the time. Yeah,
but it's a great shot of the helicopter in the air with some fun tonight. Long tongue Sally, want to do some fun tonight. It's great. It's a great shot. It reminds me of Kong, which I think.
Skull Island, Skull Island.
I think we're going to cover that.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to do twice a week.
And we should say this is in the wake of, even John McTiernan says, the idea from Apocalypse Now, like sort of ushered in this helicopters flying with music playing out of it. And
it's a great shot.
Yeah. It's beautiful cinematography.
And this is where this is,
and we meet the crew here, right? We're meeting the crew,
the badasses.
Yes,
the badasses.
So this is Arnold's crew on the chopper, seeing them interacting, and so we're learning a little bit about their personalities.
Yeah, with Carl Weathers, who's the odd man out. But you got some very interesting people in here.
Yeah,
right?
So
very interesting.
So we'll run down a few of them here. Yeah,
sure. Go ahead. So, I don't have their names here because they didn't really say their names. I think. But
they don't really. You won't really get names here.
We got Dutch and Dylan.
Dutch, who's Arnold, he's the major.
And then we got Jesse the Body Ventura. Jesse the Body Ventura.
2 future governors on this helicopter. Erik.
Future governors, head to head.
Yes.
I mean, and he's got what would you describe his hat? Like Crocodile Dundee. I think it's a actual military hat, but it looks like Australian. So it's got one side up, and he's chawing on the biggest amount of chewing tobacco you could ever put in your mouth. I mean, nasty. It's nasty. He's just like, so that's what we have him. So who else is there?
Well, then we have his name is Poncho. And what he does is he sort of throws a ball of tape at another character named Hawkins, who has glasses. We know him because he's got big glasses, Hawkins, and reading. He's reading.
Yeah.
So
nerd.
I guess he'd be the nerd of the group.
Oh,
but the little detail they put, Erik, is we have to know he's still part of an elite group because he's reading and Poncho throws the tape at him, but he doesn't even look and grabs the tape before it hits him.
He may have the smallest arms, Art, but he's got amazing reflexes.
And this actor, Hawkins, is the screenwriter Shane Black, and also future director, who had the big hit came out this year, Lethal Weapon.
We want to say this year, meaning 87, Art.
87.
Yeah.
It came out in 87.
Yeah, so it's funny you learn about that stuff, but they're all in the helicopter. It's like that red light. It's really cool. And this is another thing, Art, where me and my friends would quote the lines, and I can't quote one of them, but he's asking if anybody wants any of the chaw, and nobody wants it. He goes, "This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus." I mean, and then he spits on Dutch's
Carl Weathers. He spits on Carl Weathers' shoe.
Yeah, let's call him Carl Weathers.
We'll call him Carl Weathers. Yeah,
I love how Carl Weathers just pulls him over with his finger and goes, "That's a nasty habit you got there." Well, you got a couple other guys on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a guy with a bald head.
Yeah, that's the actor Bill Duke, and he's Mac.
Mac.
And he's always shaving with he has a razor, like a plastic disposable razor.
It's a Bic.
It's a Bic plastic disposable razor that he's always shaving.
Always shaving, but no shaving cream. He's just shaving his face, right?
Exactly.
So, and then we have, I guess, a guy who would be trouble on the set if not for his bodyguard that came with him to stop him from getting in trouble.
This is one of the weirdest behind the scenes things I've ever read.
Yeah, Billy, right?
Yes.
The character's name is Billy. And what are we going to say? He's an indigenous person from where? From where?
I don't know exactly. I didn't.
But he's like the tracker.
Yeah. His name is Sonny Landham.
Yeah. And you do the trivia because I think it's.
But he's Cherokee. He's mixed Cherokee Seminole. Cherokee Seminole.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And that actor. But yes, the bodyguard, not to protect him.
Right.
A
bodyguard was hired on the set, but not to protect him, to stop him. So to protect other people if he flies off the handle. Can you imagine that?
What'd you say?
I just said, go to your right a little bit. Oh, yeah, I'll kill you. I mean, just.
That kind of stuff, Erik, is where you're like, wow, Hollywood is just so weird because you lived in worked in the industry out there for a short time. You're like, is there really no other indigenous actor that you could have got. You have to, as the vision of your movie, have the guy that could possibly beat everybody else up.
Yeah,
because this is the guy. It's very strange.
But Art, he had the biggest muscles, so
he did.
Yeah,
they all have big muscles.
Yeah,
and they, well, not all of them, but apparently behind the scenes they were getting up early at like 4 a.m. to go to the gym and pump weights.
Yes, I guess if this is where we're disclosing that information, they had competitions until they all said no. 4 a.m. is the earliest anybody's doing it, but. In wardrobe, Jesse the Body Ventura got his bicep measured by the wardrobe person. She's like, "Oh, yours is an inch bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger's, right?"
Yes, yeah.
So go ahead, you finish it.
Well, no, and so Jesse was kind of touting that around.
He was,
yeah. And then when they actually came to compare, he got shamed because Arnold's was actually bigger.
Because Arnold told the wardrobe person to lie so they could have a bet. And he's like, I bet you my arms are bigger. He's like, okay, let's take that bet. And he told the wardrobe person.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. So
this is classic Arnold stuff, even from behind. I don't know if you ever watched like documentaries back when he was doing Pumping Iron and stuff, where he would tell new competitors. The famous story, he told a new bodybuilding competitor, Arnold said, in this country or wherever they were doing this competition, it's standard to, when you do the pose, to just scream like at the top of your lungs, and the poor guy did it. And everybody was like, what is this guy doing? He's like screaming. And then Arnold was just laughing because the guy, so I guess this is just classic Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
But so they're in the jungle now, and then they're rappelling down from the helicopter because the helicopter can't land. So they're all, big arms rappelling down. And then this I think where we get a first hint of what I'm calling Predator music, where you kind of hear bongos like boom, 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 boom. I thought that was pretty cool. And they find a crashed helicopter, right?
Yes, that's the first thing they find. So this must be the helicopter we're thinking that the cabinet minister was in, and it's crashed up in the tree.
Yep.
So they go scaling up it. Richard Chavez, the actor who plays Poncho, he goes up first. And interesting, he was a Vietnam veteran, Richard Chavez. And he goes up, and then it's funny, they show Carl Weathers goes up too. But Carl's didn't go up quite as fast as Richard Chavez did. I think he has more of the military experience. They're showing Carl Weathers, and he's like going up. But they get up into the chopper, those two, to look at it. And it's weird. All the electronics are stripped. Everything seems to be gone. And the pilots were shot like execution style, they think.
Yes. So something's not right with this mission. And here's where we think that Dylan, Carl Weathers, knows something that the others don't. Because he's playing it like, I don't know. I don't know. But this is where we see Billy. And Billy is, he keeps like looking around like something's watching them. But he always has this. Looking around. Did you?
Yeah.
I thought, shh. I thought I heard something.
Yeah.
It's nothing. But they find 3. I love corpses in a movie, Art. I do. But I need more weight on the corpses because your body weighs a certain amount. And, it's taken up. It's trying to reach the ground. They find 3 corpses stripped of the flesh.
Hung upside down, yes.
Hung upside down. And I love it. It looks great. But for me, I'm always like, those need to be a little heavier. So, and shout out to Tyler, a friend of mine, Tyler, if you're listening, who does great job with short films like The Face Crusher 3. We just recently wrapped on that one. But Tyler was like, Erik, you got to tell me. My friends think I'm crazy, but does one of the guys kick a bird? And Tyler, you're right.
Yes.
He kicks a vulture in the face. So a vulture gets kicked in this movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also, if I'm right, Erik, they're skinned, but they seem to still have the eyeballs in. I was a little right. I think their
that's
eyeballs
not part of your skin, Art. That's
no. But I would have thought the vultures would get that.
They'd be
really
right
quickly.
up there.
Yeah,
maybe because they were upside down. The vultures were confused.
Yeah.
And the corpses are the mercenaries that came in to find the minister.
What they're seeing here, what they're putting together from our Native American guy with his security guard right off stage to make sure he doesn't kill anybody.
That's right.
Billy, he says that there seem to be footsteps with American soldiers' boot prints following the guerrillas who seem to have taken this cabinet minister hostage.
Yes.
So it seems like there's an American unit somehow involved here. And when they find these bodies, there are American dog tags on them. And Dutch even knows one of the guys. It's is it Hopper or Hooper? Is it what's
Hopper.
the name?
It's Hopper. It wouldn't be Hooper. That's not as fun for him to say. Hooper. Hopper.
It's Hopper.
Yes,
and Dylan knows him too. They know this guy.
Yeah, and there was a firefight. This is the way I love how Billy talks. There was a firefight, shooting in all directions. I'm not going to raise my voice ever. It's going to be one note. So there's no tracks. There's no tracks there.
Yeah.
Right.
No tracks. And this, Eric, is where we get our first shot of predator vision. This is it. We get our first shot here.
Yeah, it's like a you hear a something, and it looks like it's iconic now, but it looks like what, infrared or heat vision.
Yeah,
it's very distorted. You can't quite see. It's shitty vision, if you ask me.
It is. It's
pretty crappy.
Yeah,
it's like someone watching him. He's like, "Wait, is that I can't. What is that?"
When you hear about animals that have visions where they can only see shapes, types of things. But it seems to have heat signature somehow in it. You can make out the people against sort of the jungle.
And this is really cool too, because we're like, oh, something's watching them. What is it? And why does it look like this? That was pretty cool.
Right up. Yeah. And and I noticed here on my second watch of this, I was noticing Arnold, when after the predator, we see the predator vision, Arnold kind of does look around a little bit.
He does. Because Arnold has to be just as cool as everybody else. Yeah.
I know.
But is this where Jesse the Body Ventura introduces his friend, his best friend?
Yes.
Right? It's
old
a huge gun. Yeah. What, old Painless?
Yeah, I think that's what he calls it, right?
He takes out this, what it looks like. I'm not in the service, so this is what I see it as. It looks like a souped up Gatling gun that you can sling over your shoulder. That's what it looks like to me.
It's the kind of thing that's normally on the side of a helicopter, hanging out the side of a helicopter, mounted.
But it's mounted on the body.
And they apparently made this. It isn't an actual gun. They made this for the movie to sort of give that idea, but they really liked that idea. And they had to have it spin at a much slower speed than it would when it eventually fires.
Really cool. And it pays off too. And he's like, I think he goes, it's payback time. He's got like kind of a little bit of a, I don't know, South Carolina, some kind of accent going on there. Payback time.
So I do want to add in here, Eric, this is all trekking through real jungle. This is good. I mean, this is like actual jungle these guys are moving through, and it looks good. You can't recreate this. I'm sure you can. There's talented set people.
Well,
but this looks like they're in the jungle.
Yeah.
And you probably noticed, because I think you might know some of the behind the scenes things too. If you look closely, there are two different jungles that they're operating in this movie as far as making the movie. They filmed the movie at different times. And so some shots, it's like a very lush jungle, like really green, big leaves and everything like that. And other jungles, it's a little more bare with vines and taller trees that are deciduous and things. So it's not so much in between shots, so it's not as jarring, but in between sort of sequences, you'll notice if you look closely that these are different jungles that we're dealing with.
A lot of the leaves that had fallen turned brown, and they didn't realize that. So they're like, the jungle's not green, it's brown. But a lot of amazing trees. I think I asked Orsina my wife about. I'm like, what kind of tree is that? And it's like a banyan tree. And there's a couple others, but they're those awesome trees that have like ridges, like these folds in them almost. They're really, really cool. But
it's real. I just wanted to call that out. It's really cool them walking through all this jungle. Yeah.
And they pays off because they find the gorilla camp.
They do. Right? Yep. They approach the gorilla camp. This is a great shot to introduce this. It's all one shot, Eric. I know you don't like when I go into this stuff, but I have to say,
no.
Arnold stopping.
Oh my God.
He hands his gun off. The guy takes it and then puts binoculars in his hands. It was almost like he's some sort of a crown prince getting it was just the funniest thing watching it. I love it. And the guy,
he's in charge. Yeah.
The guy behind him puts the binoculars, but then Arnold, like I said, still all one shot, gets down, belly slides down the hill, and then low crawls. We get a shot. I think there's at one point the entire frame is filled with Schwarzenegger's butt. As he's low crawling, and he comes right up over the ledge, and we see the village that they're looking for, the compound, the military compound.
Yes, they're being sneaky. Not a military guy, like, they really have to belly crawl to get to that fallen tree trunk? Couldn't they have just crouched? Really? Because they're all crawling eventually on the ground, and they see one of the mercenaries. I guess I think it's one of the soldiers who came in to rescue the guy. He gets shot.
Yeah, he's watching to binoculars, Schwarzenegger.
He gets assassinated, right? So just so we all know, we got Mac, Blaine, Billy, Poncho, Hawkins, and Dylan.
Yes.
Right? And then we got Dutch.
These
are our people. Yeah.
So they're all looking down on the village. They're seeing all this. I at this point, Eric, because I'm so used to doing podcasts with you, I put on the subtitles to see if I could hear what the villagers were saying, but it just says indistinct chatter.
Chatter, yes.
But it does say, importantly, speaking Spanish, or then somebody speaks Russian. It's the last guy who kills the hostage.
Yeah,
it says Russian. Why is there Russian in South America?
But we know it's military action going on because all of a sudden we get this military music. I loved it.
And they have quite a plan here. So they go in. It is just apparently the major part of this next sequence when they attack this compound was not even directed by John McTiernan. It was directed by the second unit stunt person who was mainly known for directing the A-Team on television. And so this next section, John McTiernan, the director of Predator, doesn't actually like this section that much because he thinks it's too actiony, and he saw this more as sort of a horror thriller vibe, and he thinks this part was really pumping up the 80s action.
Right. This is a huge pump. This is like 50,000 push-ups.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. I mean, they're silently stalking, they're killing the guards, like you're taking them out, so we know they're stealthy, but then Arnold,
you know what you're gonna do. This is a big part of the plan. Arnold is a brilliant military tactician. I should tell you.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Because he sneaks along after all that crawling. He sneaks along. If anyone looked over, they would see him, but he sneaks along this. It's like a Jeep truck thing, right?
Yeah. And it's running a generator, I think, is what it is.
A big ass generator, and he puts a bomb on it, and it's running. So the vehicle's running. So then he had, with the cigar in his mouth, he basically bench presses the frickin' truck and takes it off of the block of what it's on and sets it rolling down into the camp. And you're like, Arnold Schwarzenegger definitely was like, make sure you show me lifting this truck by myself with my arms and my cigar. I mean,
and what I love, you pointed out, Eric, too, is these guys are sneaking up on people, but when you actually see it, you're like, there's no way that they would. They're huge individuals, gigantic individuals, and they also have on tons of military equipment. I mean, we've already said Jesse the Body's carrying this gigantic Gatling gun on his back. So when they show the images of them sort of sneaking up on people, you're like, they look like they're coming from like a mile away. You're like, and they do things, Eric, they do the thing with a bird call to distract the guy. Woohoo! And like, I was in the army, so I don't really like.
You must have been.
If I was out on an outpost, like a sentry post, and I heard a human being go, "Ooh," I would just start firing at wherever the direction that came from.
Yeah, because you know how owls are there in the jungle, right there, or all the calls they could have done. I mean, anything they could have. But you also must have laughed at the fact that they're being so stealthy. And then they're putting on the all individual, like they're down a runway to show who can have the best camouflage makeup. But they all have individual different camouflage makeup on. But yet half of them have shiny, glistening arms exposed. And I was thinking of you like, Art's got to be like, why don't you just hold up a mirror, dude?
Yeah. There's a lot of that in this movie, Eric, not to go backwards, but I will say when they were in the helicopter, for example, to prove what you're saying, they're all having conversations in the helicopter, yelling over each other, spitting. There's loud music playing, right?
Yep.
And then the helicopter starts going when they're over the target where they got to go down. And Arnold Schwarzenegger signals to them all with just his hand.
Shut up.
We got to get ready. Like all of his hands and we're going out. And I'm like, why are we suddenly in silent mode?
He loves those hand signals. And I have to thank this Predator for this, because when I was doing this wicked cheap movie called Desert Thunder in California, they came to me for military advice. Like, you know anything about hand signals or anything? I had to show them how to salute. And I only knew that from my brother. But then I did the opposite of the hand signals. Stop, right? It's the fist. And then this, go.
Yeah.
So I went like this. I stopped and I went with my hand like go. And then when we were ready to go, I went like this with my fist.
And so is that immortalized on film?
Yes. It's me playing another person, a bad guy and a good guy, because they didn't have a budget. So thank you, Predator, for showing me hand signals that I forgot what they were for.
Yeah. So this is just action. Arnold sends that thing into the chow hall. So it's a good plan, Eric, because they're all eating. Like half the gorillas are eating in this chow hall, and he sends that truck in there with the bomb on it that he put on it, and it blows up.
It explodes. It's a great practical boom.
Oh, the explosions are out of control in this scene.
I didn't count the people, Art. I couldn't do it. Now that I think of it, I could have done it, but the number of people on fire, running around on fire. There's like, I don't know.
Jumping off of sort of those little trampoline things to go through the air, right?
Go through the air, land in the water. Oh my God. Everybody's getting shot up. I mean, it's a great action sequence. And I think this is the first time when we see that rotating gun in action, because that that thing just takes people out. Pop, 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 pop. And what they have grenade guns? Like, right? Isn't this a thing?
Well, there's a grenade launcher. Yeah. That's a pretty...
Boom.
Yeah. And it can send grenades up into places.
Yeah. Somebody tries to escape in a helicopter, and they just boom and blow up the helicopter. I mean, this is action.
And then we get some hand-to-hand, and I forgot that this line, another great Arnold line, famous Arnold line, was in this movie.
Yep.
Until I saw this.
It all, Art. It started it all. Wasn't in the script.
Okay.
Arnold said it, so you go ahead.
So it's Arnold takes out, the knife is comically large. Like it is. I didn't realize, because I will say up to this point, the movie's been realistic, Eric. It's like, it's not,
the gun, the giant
gun, right?
helicopter.
But they're trying to keep it in the realm. But that thing looks like it's out of Game of Thrones or something, right?
Yeah, it looks like that's not a knife. This is a knife. That's what it looks like.
Gigantic,
huge,
and he throws it, and think about how hard you would have to throw it to go through somebody and impale them. It impales him on a beam.
A beam, yep. You impales the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hear that. And then he says, go ahead, Art. Let's introduce the world to Arnold's technically first catchphrase. And then
stick around.
Stick around. Yes. Yes. And it doesn't even, you're like, wait, what?
And
it's
I actually forgot
serious.
it was in this movie, Eric. I had forgotten until I watched
so
it.
Serious here. There's no joking in here, except for one guy who tries to tell a couple jokes, but out of nowhere, just Arnold saying this line. And then he does another one where he goes, knock, knock.
Yes. So they're, like you said, these are kind of out of place in the movie a little bit in this particular movie.
But it doesn't, I mean, that's okay after that.
Now you're saying this is the start of it. This is sort of the start of it.
Yes.
But I do remember in Commando, the two I can think of before this. Commando, you remember when I told you I would kill you last, Sully? Yeah. Yes, I lied. And he drops
Yes.
and then, okay. So that's not quite what you're talking about.
It's not like a James Bond looks like he got the point.
Right. You're right.
That's all that. Oh,
it's more. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he's hung out to draw. I'm doing a different person.
And I'll be back was the Terminator, but that was unintentional. That was not unintentionally a famous line.
But this one introduces us to so many Arnolds that I'm so happy. But they find a woman, they find a female, like the only female there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's from the area. She's from the country.
Yes.
So,
yes.
And she speaks Spanish, apparently. But something weird's going on here, right? Because it seems like this is a setup. You got Russians,
right? All sorts of paperwork. Dylan seems very pleased with what's going on. They found all these documents and everything, and he's looking through them.
Yep.
Dylan, this is Carl Weathers. And Arnold is like, what the hell's going on here? This is like, what's happening?
And I forget where he says the line. I might be skipping forward, but just some of these lines in here are great. But Jesse, the body, Ventura is referring to somebody, like somebody's, they're still trying to get somebody. Goes, son of a bitch is dug in here like an Alabama tick.
Yes. And,
right, what was he referring to?
And right after, because they're up, there were these two guys who have like machine guns and they're kind of drawing down on them and they're trying to get them.
That's it. Yeah.
And Poncho comes up next to him and Poncho points out that you're bleeding.
Yes.
And this is the other famous Jesse line. He says, I ain't got time to bleed. Which, watching it now, I think that line, watching it in theaters, back when we first watched it, was so funny and interesting. You kind of miss in that first watching, Poncho's reaction to it is great.
Yep.
Right? Poncho goes, okay, all right. Like it just sort of.
But then but Poncho then goes, do you have time to duck?
Yes.
And you bet it gets lost if you're laughing. And that's when they shoot those freaking boom, boom. I guess Poncho's our grenade launcher, right?
Yeah.
He has this weapon and they shoot it right into where those two guys dug in like an Alabama tick are and just blows it up.
Yep. And so, so they clear this compound except for this woman and she doesn't seem to be wanting to give them any sort of information. And this is where they figure out Arnold's putting together this was some sort of CIA operation.
Yes.
And then they sent in that Hopper crew to rescue the CIA guys. And this has been just a big boondoggle for everybody.
People were sent in to rescue the original group. And there's politics here that I was like, I don't care. But they never came out. And then those are the people who were skinned alive. So the people who were sent in, the mercenaries, to get these people out for whatever this political operation was, they were stringed up and they're dead. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was like, you knew about this. You knew about it. And then
this is a little presaging dialogue because Dylan and Arnold say, you don't realize, but you're expendable. We're all expendable.
You're an asset. I used you to get the job done. Get it?
And you're expendable, which Arnold eventually would be in the Expendables.
Yep.
Like if you think about
they have to leave, and they for some reason take this woman with them.
But they're sort of all gathered in the mayhem, this burning village, And
it's toast. It's done.
And then we see Predator vision again. Yep.
I'm just trying to do it.
Something's watching them. And this is an important thing, and listening to them. It's very clearly listening to what they're saying.
Yes. It's almost like a recording. I don't know if this is where you see it first, but on the left of the screen is like what would be recording stuff. Like my daughter does record stuff all the time, and I see that fast going line. So yeah, something's going on there. It seems like it's trying to translate what the people are saying.
And then Dylan and Mac are having a little conversation.
Because we know that Dylan now is not, Dylan has screwed them. So we think, okay, he's going to get it at some point.
Dylan's on the outs, Carl Weathers. Yeah. And so he says, turn around. And Carl Weathers doesn't want to turn around. And he looks to get him to turn around. And he takes a knife. The first time you see the movie, it looks like he's going to stab him in the back. But he stabs a scorpion off Carl Weathers' back. So he helps him, a little scorpion.
Yeah, it's a little scorpion. So it's one of those apparently dangerous. The smaller they are, the more dangerous. And he squashes it with his foot.
Yeah, so, and also they're going to head out. They're going to head out. But here we haven't mentioned yet Hawkins, Shane Black. Hawkins, the guy with the glasses and reads. He also likes telling jokes, Eric. He likes...
Okay, so it is Hawkins.
And he has a certain genre of joke that he likes to tell. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I had to skip the first joke, but he tells vagina jokes.
That's his...
Specifically about his girlfriend.
Yes, that's his... And they don't usually go over very well.
Like, no, they don't, because he's trying to make Billy laugh, and Billy just doesn't laugh. However...
This one he does.
He does, yeah. How do we say... Can I... just change the words a little and still get the joke done?
I feel like
You feel like
What's funny is I feel like, and you might think I'm crazy, the actual joke has a tie-in to what the actual joke creates. It's hard to explain.
Well, that's why you have to say it.
The joke I will say this. The joke has to do with the size of Hawkins' girlfriend's
jungle.
Yes.
her love center.
The size. And
here comes Orsina, the perfect time. Oh, great.
I've not seen this movie. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is very uncomfortable.
Just so you know, she's always watching like a predator. No, we're trying to explain.
Oh, I thought you were coming in to tell the joke for us so we could give you off the hook.
Okay, so I don't know. All right, but not Orsina, certainly. But so I was, doing things to...
Oh, no. Come on.
And I was down there and I said, wow, that's a really big for JJ.
Let's do it this way, Eric. Like,
this is what happens.
Okay. This is Predator. It's a scary movie.
But the idea is let's cut to the punchline. There is an echo effect. The punchline of the joke. There is an echo effect.
All right, so this is just absurd.
It's absurd.
Yes, it's absurd.
No, wait.
And what happens is Billy, he laughs.
He
actually laughs at the joke. He gets it. I will say, for him, it's a joke that dawns on him a second. It takes him a second.
Almost like an echo. It takes a second to come back.
It does. And he laughs. But then we cut to Predator vision, and it's that laugh is being analyzed. You can see the laugh is being analyzed, like you said.
This time, we're talking about a movie called Predator, and we spent about 10 minutes on inappropriate jokes about women's parts. But yeah, it's being recorded by something.
Billy starts to head out, and he stops.
He does stop.
He turns around.
Yeah.
And he looks, he it's as if he heard something.
Yes.
And I know it's a small detail, Eric, but if you turn the sound way, way up on that scene.
Yes. Oh, I heard it.
You did. Yes. Okay, good. But you have to listen closely.
Yeah.
You hear it sounds almost like a laugh.
Yeah. It's his laugh.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Yeah. It's on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So, but then he shrugs it off and he goes on. And now we're on to what you're mentioning here.
Yeah. So it goes down to the camp, whatever it is, we don't know. And it sees all the dead bodies, all the dead gorillas. And I want to point out, in case anyone's like, gorillas? You mean like gorillas? No. Gorilla with a gorilla.
UE, yeah. And that's what they refer to them in the movie.
Yeah. And you see all the dead bodies and they're all infrared. So it's heat. It can see the heat and the cooling bodies. And it seems like it's recording everything people are saying. And then it seems to be really focused on the dead scorpion. So you see this hand come out and you're like, wait a minute. This isn't a person because it's got these massive, like I call them vampire fingernails, right?
Yeah, like Nosferatu type of thing. Yeah.
But you're seeing it through its eyes. So it's still that infrared stuff. And it grabs the scorpion, holds it in its hand. And you see the scorpion in its hand. And it's a real cool thing because it shows you the scorpion sort of cooling down. And so it changes color. Here's where we can point out, Art, that's really, I mean, a scorpion kind of, you wouldn't see its heat signature.
No.
But it's okay, right?
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so now we know, Art, that when we're doing this podcast, we can always feel like it's Predator because we always know that my wife is watching and listening and maybe repeating stuff. What did you just say? Did you say, but JJ?
But
no, honey.
But we should say, as that scene closes with our Predator vision, we're hearing all those things we heard said being analyzed, repurposed until finally, at the very last shot, very last instant, we hear where Mac said something to Carl Weathers. We hear that, but it sounds clearly like it would be Mac saying it.
Yeah.
So
it seems to be able to record people's dialogue and somehow play it back.
Mimic it, sort of, or play it back like it was.
Yeah. Or is it mimicking it? Yeah. But so now they're moving through the jungle. Great jungle shots. And the
makes Cambodia look like Kansas.
That's right. You have to say it with an accent, Art. You can't just throw that away. Come on, Art. What's wrong with you?
Well, Erik, he says, if you lose it here, you're in a world of hurt.
You're a world of hurt. Yeah. He's great. And he's eating up. Jesse the Body Ventura is just eating up.
Yeah, this is his first film role, right? This was his first film role. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And luckily it fits because otherwise this over the top. But the woman tries to escape and she's caught by, I'm mixing these two guys up all the time. Poncho,
yeah.
No glasses. The difference between Poncho and Hawkins are glasses. And vagina jokes. That's
yes.
It. Yeah. But Billy is really spooked. And let's point out that Billy's what you think they would want you to think he looks like. So he's got a bandana around his head. He's got hair that's a little long.
He's got some sort of necklace, like
we're gonna call it a talisman.
Yeah,
call it a talisman. And also he's got basically a open shirt. It's a vest. He's basically wearing an open vest.
Yeah.
Because in the jungle, that's what you want is little coverage of your body.
What's interesting to me is the way he is in this movie, the background, everything you know about John Rambo, like from the exposition and the dialogue and the story of John Rambo in those Rambo movies. This guy should be playing John Rambo.
Yes.
Like this guy should be
Rambo. Then he'd be beating the shit out of everybody on the set. So we can't have that. And they don't talk about that thing, Art, as much, but he clutches it on his chest. And nobody asks him about it. I don't know if you need to know about it, but he does have that thing and he clutches it. And he's spooked.
He is.
He's actually... And here's what I want to point out. If you watch Predator, pay attention around this area because this is where you see everyone's arms are so huge. I mean, they are huge.
Because we have to remember, they're pumping them up in the morning before they're going to the set.
It pays off because these things are bursting. You can almost see them like the heartbeat. But this is where Billy says there's something in the trees.
Yeah, and people are noticing because they're saying things like Billy never gets spooked. Like Billy, Billy's never this weird. Yeah, about
because we have to know that as an audience. But the woman she tries to escape again. This is escape number 2. I'm so excited about Predator, the podcast, Art, because I keep bumping into my mic and sort of massaging it with my face. It almost feels like a bicep. But they chase after her again.
Yes.
So twice she's run away. Like, how many times does she need to run away?
Yeah. Well,
somebody's watching, right? The whole time.
Yeah. Well, this time she uses a tree branch and she smacks Poncho.
Yes.
Yeah. With the tree branch.
With the
but we see now we cut to Predator vision is there. So Predator's watching her running through the woods.
Okay. So you usually ask me this question, but I'm going to pose it to you.
Okay.
She's running through the woods, and whatever it is that is following her, her moves is above her. So is this thing like just leaping from tree to tree?
We'll get to that. I think we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that because we're going to talk about original casting. And
because it might be shaped like a monkey, right? Because it's got to have feet that grasp or long, slender. It's got to be like that.
And almost everything we've seen has been from all this POV. The infrared has been usually from above looking down.
Yeah.
As if it is in the trees.
Yeah.
But she's running through. I like this, Eric, because at this stage of the movie, they're chasing her. So we're invested in them chasing her. But we're also like, oh, it seems to be following her. So your mind is operating. I love this. It's intercutting. And so your mind's operating on two levels. What's happening here? We're following her. The Predator vision is following her. And there's a chase. So we're invested on two levels. I like this. I like the way that this is playing out.
And he finds it's Hawkins, right?
Hawkins grabs her.
And he's being nice. He's like, hey, chill out or whatever. But from her, it's from behind him. She looks like, oh, what the hell?
And he notices she's looking at something weird.
And this is where we see for the first time, I think it holds up, Art. So
yes,
something is coming at them through the jungle, but it's, I'm going to put finger quotes up, camouflaged.
I would call it a cloak, the Predator cloaking technology or whatever, right? The cloak.
Something is coming towards it, but it's not, it looks like blurry in some kind of form. So it's cloaked and camouflaged, but yet
it's a form and it's sort of coming towards him. And then, like you said, my memory of this stuff was that it was much more gory, but it's quick. It's really quick.
Yes.
Stabs, something goes through his midsection. Yeah, on this one, it cuts very, very quickly.
You don't even see really what happened. I remember
the blood we get is on her.
Yeah.
It splatters blood sort of up on her face.
Yes.
And then we get more of this cloaking sort of visual effect where it grabs Hawkins' foot.
Yeah,
and picks him up and drags him. And this is a great shot. It's dragging him through the trees and disappearing into the trees, but you can't quite make it out because it's this.
Yeah.
Now, Eric, I read a lot about it. I'm not sure I can explain what they're doing to create this effect. Did you quite clock what that?
No,
how
I
they're
know
doing
it has to do with it has to do with red. So they have the person wearing red, is what I'm told. But then they I don't know. I was trying to
understand. I'm usually pretty good at but I'm like, I don't think I quite understand. So they would film somebody in red, but then they would also film somebody without the red and then layer it on to the same shots, right?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah, and they would probably do this distortion technique, which exists. And
but
and
it's before really CGI, before computer generated
it holds
stuff.
up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
it's a great
body
effect.
Gets dragged away, and then Poncho follows a blood trail. And this is where, oh my God, it's so gross, because this is 87. You find just a pile of guts. And then I love the rest of the team shows up, and one of the guys goes, is it Arnold? Did you find Hawkins? And then one of the guys goes, I can't tell. So that's cool. And they asked the woman whose name we still don't know. She says something in Spanish, something came out of the jungle and took him.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't like that answer. They're like, that's not what she said. That's crazy. Was that?
Yes. Dylan's getting really annoyed with her because I think he looks at her as she's with the enemy. Yeah. We're going to bring her back and question her and interrogate her.
Carl Weathers. Here's another movie art where why did they have to give people the same first letters? Dutch, Dylan, Dinky, Dobson, Dinkelman. I'm like, come on, guys. Could you call him something else?
Right.
But yeah, so it's Dylan, who's Carl Weathers. He doesn't like her at all.
And they're also putting things together. They're like, well, gosh, if it's these soldiers that are out here, why didn't they take his weapon? Why didn't they take his radio?
Yeah,
why didn't they take anything? Yeah, they left everything.
But they took the body.
That's right.
And then they go looking for the body, and we follow the trail up. Something's bleeding in the trees. Great shot. Mm-hmm. And then we get some
very long. It's dripping, and we follow way up through the canopy. It almost reminds me going way back in cinema, Eric, where Citizen Kane, where the woman's performing on the stage. His wife is performing on the stage in the opera, and they move up through all the levels of the stage, all the way up to the top catwalk, and the two stagehands are sitting there, and one of them holds his nose and goes like that. But that's a classic shot from cinema, and this reminded me of that as we keep going up the vines until we finally see. Yeah,
it's the body, and it's Hawkins, right?
Yep.
So we do find Hawkins, and he's upside down and stripped.
Now they don't find him; we just see it. It's way high up. Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know what else is happening here, but I think they're all kind of separated. So this is where I have Jesse, the body, Ventura, doesn't even get to use his gun.
Yeah.
Because something, comes out of the jungle.
Something comes out of the jungle, and he gets ready to use it. He's all ready.
Yeah.
And he turns, but a little, I don't know, like a marmot or something comes out, like a badger or something comes out.
Yeah.
And he even smiles like, huh.
But we see up in the trees, there's that weird, what would you say? Cloaking.
And
then there's a blue flash.
Yeah.
And it's like a laser. And it fires right into his stomach and just takes him out. He's dead. So this is where in Fangoria magazine, they made the joke, which stuck with me. How many years later is this now? 1987? Jesse the Body Ventura. I always thought that was so clever because I didn't follow wrestling that much. So I didn't know he was a wrestler and with Jesse the Body Ventura. So
because I remember at this time too, Eric, I might have seen the same Fangoria, and were they showing the behind the scenes and that sort of implement that they had on Jesse the Body's chest to make it look like it was shot out. It looks like it's a behind the scenes photo.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a hole they made with CG. It's an actual physical thing. It looks really cool.
The ribs are broken and it's caved in.
And it's so short. You see it for so little that the shot they had in the magazine is the only way I knew how gross it was.
Yeah. I remember this. I had it in my notes to ask you. Yeah.
Was it the CPA, the sensory board? They were probably like, oh, no.
MPAA. Yeah.
You can't show that for that long. No.
No. Yeah, exactly.
No. Just show more biceps. So Mac, our shaving guy, he sees the predator camouflage. And then this is what I think is cool. For no reason, you see whatever it is has these eyes and they just go fling. Like, I think it's blue. They glow blue for a second. Is it blue or red? I think it's blue. But like, it's a flash of, oh my God, this thing has eyes. And then this is where Mac, right? And this is where he picks up that Gatling gun. And he starts firing at whatever it is. And we see for the first time there's some green blood.
Yes, like a little bit, like we're clued in. He actually nicks this thing, whatever it is. And we see that a little blood drips.
Yep. And everyone, this is the blood. Yes, it's the same blood. They can't think of anything new. It's freaking a glow stick. They cracked open, put some KY jelly in it, and there you go.
I did read that they tried orange, Eric. They tried to make it an orangey, but it didn't.
But
it just
didn't still
read
good.
As well.
And now everyone can copy it anytime they want. They're like, look, predator blood. Don't drink it. Yeah, but he starts firing that gun, and then this scene went on for, I could go on longer as far as I'm concerned, because they all go ape shit and start firing every single weapon they can into the jungle. And it is, how long do you think this scene is where they're just taking out the jungle? I mean, everything, using everything.
Because we look earlier, Billy, when we found Hopper's men, Billy said when he looked at the area, he said it was as if they were firing in a firefight, but nobody else was there. It's like they were firing into the jungle. So now we're sort of seeing the same thing. They're just ripping the jungle to shreds, firing at the jungle. Like,
Wait, did you just say that again? Firing at the jungle? I thought I just heard you say that twice.
No, I didn't. And
okay. I thought I heard you go.
Yeah,
firing at the jungle. All right. Okay. Maybe it was my wife.
No, not me. Definitely not me. Yeah.
Freaking hiding over there. She was wearing green camouflage when she came in. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Hold it. Okay. So, they take out half the jungle and then finally they stop. It's a great scene.
And behind the scenes, John McTiernan made this go on for even longer because the studio wanted more shooting in the movie. And he was like, I'm going to give you more shooting, but he liked his little irony of they're not shooting.
And if you're super fans of the Predator, then skip every single one of them and just go to Predators. And there's a nod to this scene because they do the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just so you know, skip all of them except for maybe Prey, and go to Predators. But okay, so
and then you probably love the punctuation on this scene is the Gatling gun, the twirly gun is out, and so after they've all expended all of this, and they're like, stop, it just goes. Zzz, you just hear the empty gun spinning.
It's great, and they're all very upset. Jesse, the body's got a huge hole in his stomach, and then. Who says it goes? Oh, I think it's Mac. He goes, I saw it. Like, you saw what? What?
Yeah. And they send everybody out to kind of look to see if they hit anything.
Yeah, they didn't hit nothing. And the prisoner, our prisoner who's unnamed still, finds the green blood on one of those big ass leaves, like a banana leaf type of thing.
And she wipes it on her pants. So
on her pants.
But she doesn't let anybody else know that
there's glowing green goo on her pants that everybody can see. Hello. But they start setting up traps, right?
Well, yeah, this is, they set up the perimeter. They're going to set up a perimeter with trip flares, things like that. And we're starting to see, I didn't really pick this up in the movie earlier, but I guess they are a team, but Mac and Blaine, Jesse, the body, must have had a really deep relationship. Yeah. I don't want to be one of those people that reads too much into stuff, Eric, but this was a
bromance.
They did have a bromance, maybe a real bromance.
Maybe like you and me, Art, a little bit. Yes. You know, if your guts were 4 feet away from you and you were dead, I might take a moment and drink with a flask. Did you think this scene in the movie where it's Mac and he's having a moment with Blaine, but it's Jesse the body, and he's got a little flask. He's like, bro, hey bro, and he puts the flask on him, and it's just, did we need that? Did we need it, Art?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing because, like, I made a little joke there, but like, I didn't know that we were. Because these watches, I'm sitting there going, like I said, my mind gets too analytical, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Why?
Is this, are we supposed to? Yeah, but
we didn't see them bump heads, like they do. They didn't do man hugging, like, bruh. All of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute, you guys had
they had a really deep kinship.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I think that scene, okay, maybe it's to slow it down a little bit. I don't know.
But here's where
what's going on, right?
Yeah, we see she's off in the corner, our hostage woman, still unnamed. I know you keep saying unnamed, and she's looking at the blood on her pants, and we cut to blood dripping on a log, the glowing blood.
Yes,
and then we get our cloaking vision of the thing moving, but then it starts to sputter, and we get our first look.
Yes, that was good. Sputter. Yeah, it kind of
sputters, and then
we see it's a creature.
Yes, it's
but not the whole thing. We don't see the whole thing.
We're seeing legs, arms, hands.
Yep.
And so this is a creature. This is, we've seen it before, but now we should say that originally the casting
you
here.
want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay,
the casting here was.
Pause for a second, everyone, and
let's
find
pause
out
for a second, since we're now meeting the Predator.
Yeah.
This person in the suit was originally supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes. Another pleasure to work with, apparently. But fun fact about Jean-Claude Van Damme is he's not tall. He's not a tall guy. I mean, for tall action, like he's like 5, I might be wrong, but 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
He's not tall in the world of tall action here. He's like a Tom Cruise. We're like, oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. But yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He was originally cast, and he's a martial artist known for his splits. And at this point, he's, I think, just getting into the industry at this point. And it's that thing of Hollywood is wondering what the hell to do with this guy.
Yeah.
And somehow, I will just say, if people want to read, there's a great oral history of this movie where they went and interviewed everybody. It came out a couple of years ago, like 2018.
Oh, here's we're helping each other, Art. But everyone, by what Art means by this movie is Predator.
Yes, Predator. Yes. So Predator. They came out with an oral history. And part of that oral history, they said Jean-Claude Van Damme was fired from the movie. Yep. But they said nobody that they interviewed has the same story about why he was fired from the movie. Yeah, there are 5 or 6 different versions of why he was fired from the movie.
I think the reason is because it just didn't work out. You know, the outfit, if we're talking about the Predator, whose face we won't see right now, but the original idea for the Predator was not what we see. And nobody liked it. It had one eye, for example, and like a dog face. But apparently the outfit was too heavy for Jean-Claude Van Damme to do anything like that, to do any kind of move. So like, what do we do? This guy's supposed to be like flipping, and so they couldn't do it.
Well, so I want to pause there, Eric, because the reason earlier, remember I said, let's save that a little bit?
Yeah.
You pointed out, what is this thing in the trees? Is it jumping and hopping around from tree to tree and thing? Because the screenwriters, the original concept of this creature was more ninja-like, Eric. Yeah. It was an idea of something that would move fast, almost like a chimpanzee or a monkey or something like that.
That can use its physical attributes to swing around, which is still doing.
Which Jean-Claude Van Damme, if you think about it, you're like, okay, I can see that vision. You would use somebody like that.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, when they're thinking then about the costume, and then that it's going to have to be on the ground at some point and facing off with people, 5, 6 Jean-Claude Van Damme, what they're conceiving of the suit, doesn't work, right? No. Is that what you mean by it just didn't work out?
Yeah, it didn't work out. So they hired another guy who it works out, and he's been in a few things, like you said.
Harry and the Hendersons. He played
he's a tall guy, and he's a
7'2", Eric.
Yeah.
7'2".
And that works so well. And so I guess we'll wait till we see the full Predator. Right.
Well, let's wait. But here we see this is like armor.
Yeah.
Some armor. It has metal plates on it. And
this always gets me, Art, because when you're thinking of a creature and it's doing things, and you've seen it do things, and now it's got this amazing technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, Merlin, when I get to it. Merlin.
Okay. Merlin. Okay.
It's got these arm cuffs with stuff on it, and it's technical stuff where you need to be sort of using your fingers nimbly. But this guy has got those frickin' talents. I keep thinking of those people some people you see at a receptionist's office, and they've got nails that are just too long to operate a keyboard, but somehow they're doing it. That's what this guy's doing. He's got a med kit, but
it pops out from his shoulder plate, like it slides out like a sewing kit or something, but it has like little devices, and it's almost steampunkish. The things, right? That it's using,
it's
right.
Sure, it's like I guess it would sort of be steam
a little bit. It's got like hoses and he's putting like on his wound. What he's doing is fixing
he's cauterizing, fixing his wound. But I want to point out also we got this high-tech stuff. But yet you see the skin of this creature. It is I was thinking like it was picture a hyena, right? But a hyena with no hair on it. So it's that mottled brown and black. It's really a really cool concept. And you can see that it's not completely armored. Because some of its leg, you could see the skin through it. So this creature is not got a whole thing of armor on. And do we catch a glimpse of its head here or not?
Well, because when it does the cauterization, whatever, just like a human would do, it screams, but it's a long shot. We're very far away.
Yeah.
And we see the outline of it kind of go,
and it's wearing some kind of helmet.
Yes, we can make that out, that it's wearing like a helmet.
Let's talk about it for a second, Art, because I have to discuss things like why are ghosts doing this? Why are monsters doing this?
Okay.
He is a sneaky ass hunter. And he gets really upset with this little cut on his leg. And when he cauterizes it, it's like it happened for the first time. He's like, oh, like a doctor stuck him with a needle for the first time. You're going to feel a pinch, Predator. Oh! So he screams and basically gives it away that he's around. What a big baby.
Because we come back to our crew.
And this is where we find out also that a chopper can't come and extract them. Mm-hmm. They have to go to a location.
Yeah, they're stuck there. And they're still trying to question her about what she saw.
Yeah.
And she's like, the jungle came alive and took him. And
that's exactly what she says, I think, in Spanish. And Billy's afraid.
Not only afraid. What does he say, Erik?
He goes, I'm afraid. And they go, Billy, you ain't afraid of no man. Wait, let me get close. There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man.
And then he adds, we're all going to die here.
We're all going to die here.
Yeah.
Whatever's out there, it killed Hopper. And now it wants us, not just Hopper, which rhymes with chopper.
Yeah.
While we're talking, my cat is making me nervous by rubbing up against my leg, Predator style. I'm like, cat, what do you want? The cat's looking in the corner too. What are you looking at, kitty? What's up?
So then here, Erik, in the movie, I won't say this movie wastes a lot of time. There are just a few moments here and there. You and I are like, but this section, we're going to go through a night. Like, you see what I mean? Like an overnight.
Yeah.
I was, if I'm really trying to like look at this movie structure, it's like, I'm like, we could have maybe moved along a little faster in the movie here, but we have like sort of a night scene where they have all their trip flares set up. It's good. I think the first time you watch it, you're probably like, ooh, what's happening? It's nighttime and the things are out there.
Time is passing. We know time is passing. But let me ask you this question, which you may know the answer to, because I did no homework on this guy, but the guy's playing Mac. Was he a well-known actor at the time? Because it seems to me that he said, look, I'll do this movie, man, but I got to have a bromance. I got to have some inner monologues. I got to have my own crazy moments. It seems like this guy gets a lot of attention to his psyche.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's talking to himself in this scene.
Yeah.
And then he hears something in one of the flares. It's a flare, right? Is that a thing? You set up a flare and it trips?
Yeah, you set it up and it goes off if somebody trips the wire.
And that's a real thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Mac, our razor guy, goes running off with his big ass knife. And apparently he found whatever it is that's after him and he's hacking. Oh my!
It's like horror. It's like slasher movie cinematography. The knife is going up and down and up and down. Blood flying out of it. Yeah.
And so the movie's over. They killed the Predator.
Yeah. They come up though, and I try to look in the dark. Is this the largest pig you've ever seen in your life?
There's a movie we may or may not cover, but Razorback.
Yes,
and that's a big pig. And this thing is like, man, where's the litter? This is is this the mama pig? What's happening here?
It is gigantic. Yeah. And then they all realize they're looking and they're kind of laughing because it's a pig. And then they realize, we left the girl. We left the woman by herself. But they go back and she hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh no,
she hasn't.
But something's missing, Art.
Yep,
something. Blaine. Oh, well, let's point out that Mac loves Jesse the Body Ventura so much that he decides he's gonna carry Blaine's body everywhere. I'll do it.
Yeah,
he's been dragging basically Blaine's body with them.
Oh, he had a whole monologue to it.
Yeah, monologue. Well, we don't need to go. But
we don't.
Just bloody clothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They left.
So Jesse, the body is gone. The body is missing.
Clothing. I wonder if he left the flask.
Yeah.
I wonder if the predator took a swig of the flask. He's like,
wow.
You know what I mean? It's first taste of alcohol, and then the predator becomes an alcoholic.
Well, then don't some other people have a flask like that? Is that the deal? The lighter. There's a lighter or something.
No, it's a lighter.
Seems like they all have little things.
All got little things. Have. But it would be funny if we saw like the predator home going, wow, I found this beverage. It's pretty good, hon.
Yeah. So Blaine's body, Jesse the body's gone.
Yeah.
And the next morning they wake up and they're sort of assessing things.
Yeah.
And I like this little scene here.
Yeah.
It's done very well, directed incredibly well, because Pancho is like, how did anything get through these tripwires? Because the pig set off the tripwires, nothing else. And so then the camera, it's all in one shot. The camera then goes to Arnold, who says something, right?
Using the trees to get around.
Well, yeah,
right?
but what the way it's constructed, I want to be clear, is it then goes to Billy and then to Arnold. It's focusing on three levels, and Billy in the background says, like a hunter. And in the moment, Arnold, who you have said earlier, Arnold's not the greatest actor ever, but he has a great moment here where you see his brain, because of what Billy just said, start to put together something. And he looks up, and he starts going, the trees. He's using the trees. And this is right. I always say this, Eric. I'll point these out when the construction of movies. This is the midpoint of the movie, what we call the midpoint, where, we're being hunted. Now the movie becomes a different movie. Yeah. We have got to get the drop on somebody who's hunting us.
And I agree with you, Art, about Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting right there, because yes, it really looks like he's just like, holy shit, wait a minute. I really agree with you there. He's not doing the Dylan, what's the matter? It was really, really good. And this is where we also realize that the girl speaks English.
Yes.
And she has a name, apparently.
Yeah, Arnold goes back to her and kind of he's demanding to know. And she's saying stuff that's not making sense. She's trying to explain that it looks like the jungle, like a chameleon, she says.
Yeah, came out of
stupid
jungle.
Carl Weathers is like, God, what is she talking about?
She's full of crap. See it on now. It's like when we reviewed another movie where all these bizarre things happen and the person's like, yeah. And then the one thing he's like, no, there's no way that. Yeah. But they free her. Name's Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And she says this is blood. She's like, this is the blood from the creature. And then Arnold has a great line there. Not a catchphrase, but it's still a good line.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's been used plenty of times.
It's sort of, you would think of it as the tagline of the movie. It's not the official tagline, but it kind of serves as a tagline to the movie in a way. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yes. And
like I said, this is part of the midpoint of the movie. So
and I completely going to ruin it. I'm so sorry. If it bleeds, we can kill it. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Did you just do an echo? No, I didn't. I mean, just sorry, Orstina. But if it bleeds, we can kill it. I like that. But they're still not, they know they're being hunted. They know it's a thing. They maybe saw it. They maybe didn't. But they're setting up more traps.
Booby traps.
Where they have all this stuff on their packs? Tell me.
I was like,
located?
I don't, Eric. You're going to be like, oh God, Art and his army stories.
I am.
We don't cover many army movies.
We don't.
But I will tell you this: I trained a lot in the army, and I'm like, I was not, special forces Navy SEAL, so I don't know what they learned there, but these guys seem to know how to make something out of anything.
And they have it on them. It's like, have you ever played D&D where you're supposed to select a bunch of stuff and it's just a game. So, but the selections are a 10-foot pole, 10 feet of rope. I'm like, where are you carrying this stuff?
Or like a video game, right, Eric, where you load up on all this stuff, but your avatar in the game doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, it just disappears. It just disappears. But they all have like what's called a bag of holding, because where's this shit coming from? I don't know, but there's lots of muscle going
they're
on
booby.
here.
I was going to say, Eric, they're oiling up the arms for this scene.
They are sweaty. They are.
There's one particular shot that I think should be a statue. They should make a statue of it where they're hoisting up a big log, because what they're doing is they're creating some sort of we don't know exactly what it is yet, but they're creating some sort of booby trap, but they're hoisting up a counterweight. And there's 3, like all of them are pulling it down, and it's like Carl Weathers and Arnold, and you got their arms, and they're just pulling it down. And it looks like the Iwo Jima statue.
It does. And sexy. It's the sexy Iwo Jima, like no sleeves.
None of them. It's too bad Jesse still wasn't with them.
Right, because he would have been 1 inch behind Arnold.
I know, seriously.
Oh, poor guy was probably pissed. Probably pissed. But they're waiting it out to see if it's going to show up, right?
Yeah, they set it up, and they're all waiting. And this is where we get our first bit of... they're all waiting, so we're seeing them looking, and is this the first time we see Mac with his razor?
No, he had a razor in the helicopter.
Yeah.
But
so
now
Mac is shaving himself with this Bic razor, which we know he likes to do.
He's lost it. So, and this guy's sweating. This guy is drenching.
Well, they all are. They all
got sick on the shoot. They all got.
And we haven't mentioned this yet, but one of the other things when you read any histories of this movie that everybody agrees on was this is a miserable way to make a movie in the jungle.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to actually shoot it in the jungle, and you're going to have leeches and gross stuff, and
it's and it is just
one guy
sweaty,
lost 40 pounds or 20, maybe 40 was too much, but 25 pounds because he wouldn't eat stuff.
Yeah, the director lost. Because he said he was so scared of getting sick from eating something that he didn't want to interrupt the whole shoot. So he just didn't eat.
And I think this is where Arnold Schwarzenegger learned from those mistakes, because I think he would, like Spielberg did, he would fly food in, or he wouldn't drink the water. And he was like, you guys are dummies. Look at you getting sick and these things. I'm healthy.
Well, he flew in his weights. We know that. He flew in like a whole gym. He got a whole gym.
Because you got to guard to maintain.
Yeah.
That. You got to.
And also at some point here in the shooting, they broke shoot so he could go marry Maria Shriver. Like,
who was pissed? Happened, right? She was pissed. Oh, I got to get married. Sorry. They brought the Predator. The Predator's marrying them. Will you and Maria take Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Exactly. So,
but he's shaving with a razor, but he's lost it. So it snaps off on his face and cuts his face.
But they did something. Yeah, they put some little something in the razor to make it look like
it looks good. It looks like he really. It
looks great.
Seeing that for the first time, you shave. I don't shave as much, but when that scene happened, that to me was the most visceral moment for me, because I'm thinking, oh, a razor on his face versus, bodies getting blown away or ripped off. So I thought that was well done. It actually made me uneasy.
And Arnold is sitting with Anna, who we know now, Anna, and this is where she starts to tell him a little bit of lore. We're getting our first bit of sort of history or lore about this.
Which I thought was cool, because if this wasn't in Predator, this little bit, maybe they wouldn't have this continuation, which we're not talking about with the other movies.
Yeah.
But so it sounds like, according to a grandmother, is that it was obviously, if I can say it in Spanish, but she says, El Diablo Cazador de Hombres.
Yes.
Which I think is a demon who makes trophies of man.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're like, wait. So this happened then, right?
Yeah. So she's saying
when it's
there's
hot.
a period of time when it gets hot. They start to find the men from the village
Skinned.
Well, Erik, skinned alive or skinned.
Yeah.
Or worse, sometimes worse. And I was like,
what's worse than that?
I was like, what? So I guess that's what we're supposed to think, but it did make my brain go, what? Well, yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
Worse, they would sometimes find them shoved up the anus of a dead pig. You know how we have very large pigs? They would find them ankle deep.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of worse.
I was like, well, that's pretty okay. You got it.
Oh my God, that's Hector's speed. I can see his speed.
I would just love if that was in the movie, and then they switch focus behind her to Arnold.
Yes, he's like, jeez, what?
Yeah, but they're waiting, and nothing's happening. And then once again, Carl Weathers says, what are you going to do to lure it now? Cheese. And that's when Arnold gets the idea. I'll be the cheese.
Wait a minute. The cheese, a good idea.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. So they set up the traps, but they hear something in the trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dutch goes to check it out, Arnold. And then what? You're like, what is happening?
Great scene. It's a great scene because he goes out and it looks like there's nothing going on.
Nothing going on.
He's standing there in the clearing. And then behind him, I watched it a couple of times watch. It's good. Behind him, because like I said, we never really got quite what they were building. So we didn't quite, the audience, know what it was. It's a net that they have buried under the leaves.
Yeah, they brought with them a 20-foot net, right? Thick rope net. They just brought it with them. They just carry it around. Okay.
It's something that would be like, you would have to put it on top of the car if you folded it up.
Yes. Like this is to catch like a giraffe. This is a big ass.
But it scoops up behind him and there was nothing standing there. But the way they do it, it looks like there's something in the net and it goes up behind him. It's a great jump scare slash.
Like all the leaves flying everywhere. Mm-hmm. And what is trapped in there?
And you can tell something's in it. And then you can hear that it's shooting or something inside the net.
Lasers. Yeah. Lasers are flying.
Yeah. It's great. It's a good scene. It's a good little sequence.
Right? They can see it.
Well, they can see the outline of it.
Yeah.
And it shoots, but the net breaks, so it gets out of there.
Yeah.
And this is where it's Carl Weathers who's looking up at the trees and he sees the outline.
Yeah.
And then it comes around the corner, and then just for a second, he sees it takes the cloaking off.
Yeah.
And Carl Weathers actually sees it. And I think this would be the first time we sort of get a good, quick look at it with it has like a helmet, right? It has this. It's hanging on the tree off to the side, like a monkey would or something like that.
This is where we think, okay, it's adept at going at trees, but not by the way it's built. Certainly, I'm like, this guy would be tripping every time he's running tree to tree. Be like, oh shit, fall down.
Yeah.
But the mask, if we're going to talk about the mask, it's a RoboCop style steel metal thing, and it's got when you're working on, you're working on steel, that steel mask with the visor, the glass.
Like a welder's mask.
Yeah, welder's mask. Thank you. So it's got something like that for the eyes, so you can't see where the eyes are. It's very sleek. And then on the sides, it's what looks like dreadlocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we see for a couple of seconds.
Yes. And then it cloaks itself back again. It goes back into its camouflage. And then it takes off.
Yeah. So Mac is running after, right?
Well, Mac goes running, but we should say Poncho got the counterweight of the net.
Oh, yes.
Smashed into him. It's a big log, and it's smashed into Poncho's midsection. Quite violent, I will say. It looked he got he got
They didn't want Poncho really in the movie anymore because he's got the smallest arms now. So, and amazing that they rigged up they rigged up the stuff. I love how the Predator leaves them alone. He's a hunter, right? Mm-hmm. Is he watching them like smoking a cigarette going, look at these assholes setting up a trap. What a bunch of idiots. Or did he go off to take a pee? What happened? Right. Mac is now crazy. So Mac's
so inconsolable about Jesse the body that he just goes tearing after it.
Yeah, why, when you're going insane, Art, and you are also a military person, why do you decide that this is the perfect moment to rid myself of the very things that will protect me? He's peeling off all his stuff.
I guess we're supposed to think he is absolutely lost it.
But why would
at this point? Because he's singing the song we heard on the helicopter earlier, right? He's singing that.
Sally,
yeah. All this is making me wonder about this is all making me really wonder about his and Jesse's relationship.
Oh, he's thinking about that time they were at the park together.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Him and Jesse went to the carnival, like like you'd find it in any small town, and they're like, "Oh, let's ride the roller coaster." They're trying to get the trophies. They get a big teddy bear, and you know what's playing while they're on the roller coaster is "Some Fun Tonight." Gonna have some fun tonight. They maybe wrap their arms around each other a little bit. Very manly. That's what happened.
Very manly. Very manly.
They couldn't. It was a different time then for them, Art. Their dads.
I think the post-credit scene should be all the photos from that day.
Photos of that day. They got face paint. One of them looks like a cat.
Oh my God. Like as the credits are rolling, that's, on the sides, we see the.
Yeah. You see them like at a sleepover. Playing like Monopoly.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Like they're feeding each other the ice cream cones.
Yes, it's just shots of the ice creams in their face. Oh my God, it's their wedding day. It's wedding photos, Art. That would have, wow, we missed a big opportunity here.
We did.
Predator. Yeah. It's Predator, everyone. It's not my friend's wedding. Okay, so
Dylan, Carl Weathers decides he's going to go after Mac.
Right, and he finds him. He finds him.
Yeah. And he finds him. Mac grabs him, pulls him in.
Yeah.
And I like this shot too. I love this sequence.
Good shot.
Dylan, Mac is like quiet and he points and he's whispering. He goes, "Look through those trees. Can you see it?" And the camera goes through and we see the outline of the cloaking thing.
Yep. It's up there.
Yeah.
And then something happened with the editing here, but I think it was still cool. But Mac all of a sudden is crawling around on the ground again. And you got set up, Art, for this. Mac's going to confront this thing. He's going to jump on it.
Well, they had a plan.
Right.
Carl Weathers is going to go around the other side of it.
But
I would spook it back to, I don't know how this was going to work.
Yeah.
You and I always talk about these great plans that they have in movies.
Yeah. He's going to scare this hunter back around in a circle.
And then Mac's gonna shoot because Mac will be sneaking up.
Yeah, he'll sneak up. And so, but it leads up to, I thought, really stripping up. He's gonna really do it. But if he just like jumped on the Predator's back and he was stabbing him and going, this one's for the body. This is for Blaine. You took away my heart, you son of a, But no, he looks on his arm. And here's another iconic thing that's lasted even till now.
Yes.
And further. Got more Predator movies coming out, 100%. 3 dots. So that laser pointer when you're focused, you get the gun and you're going to shoot somebody. It's a laser, right? What do you call that? So just the laser eye? What?
Laser sight. The laser sight.
So this one is in the shape because it's an alien. It's 3 dots. Mm-hmm. In a triangle.
And it's great. It's great because he's crawling under a thing and he just casually lifts his arm up and he just kind of looks, we see it and it's, what it is.
Yeah. And then it goes to his head. Vrump.
Yes.
This is another cut where it was a lot gorier, but 87. It looks like his head gets blown away.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, it looks like a watermelon got shot at.
They do this, a couple of times in this movie, they do that shot of it's almost splatters the lens, Eric, right? It
because they couldn't show what they wanted, which was...
this is R, though. I did look it up. This is
R, but
R.
it's 80s R, because this happened a lot with, I don't know if it's the privilege, but the guy who played Jason on Friday the 13th, he came into Salem a couple times, and we asked him questions. And when we were watching the film with him, he's like, "Oh, you see this? This was supposed to be super gory and stuff."
And they cut those back.
Cut it. They cut it, and you can't even see.
And this, I think this is they want this to appeal, this movie probably, to a wider audience than say a Friday the 13th.
What's this
or
movie?
something.
What are we learning?
Predator.
They
want Predator to appeal to a larger audience than say a Friday the 13th.
So gory.
Or something.
But it was it was for that time. It was gory. So and then meanwhile, Carl Weathers, he knows that it's there, and he's got, what does he have? What kind of gun is that? It's a machine gun, but it looks, what is
Well,
that?
we should say he's got two. Yeah, he's got two of them.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers, he's got two guns.
What? He's got two
I don't
guns?
know. I don't know. I'm not a gun guy.
Perfect time to say this, Art. He's got 4 guns because of his big guns.
Very good. Because he's all oiled up, and he's got and the shirt's open.
Oh, it's open.
Like he leans against a tree, and it's the shirt's open down to his waist, so we can see he's got the abs. And
he's got a 6-pack. He looks like 4 guns, baby.
Yeah, Apollo Creed, man.
Yes.
He's.
This is where Art. I'm thinking. Remember, we talked about how they work out and they're trying to who can work out faster or earlier. Yeah. I can only imagine that this is where they're like, "Whoa, if Billy's got his shirt off, I'm taking my shirt off. No, I'm going to take my shirt off." So this is gratuitous boobs for men. So great. God bless them all and their beautiful pecs. But he sees in the trees, right?
Yeah, but he hears Mac's voice. He hears the perfect Mac's voice saying something.
It goes, anytime.
It's the whisper.
Yeah, which would freak you out because I keep thinking I'm hearing you in this room all the time. But it's anytime. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then he figures, he sees the predator up in the trees. Is it the other shot with the eyes?
Eyes. We see eyes here. Yeah.
I think the predator's kind of being a dick here. He's like,
which is kind of I think a little bit of a callback, because I think when Mac earlier said he saw eyes, Carl Weathers was like, what are you talking about?
Shut
eyes,
up, idiot.
But now Carl Weathers sees the eyes.
Yeah. And the predator uses what looks like a laser. It's a blue flash. Right through, and it looks like a bolt, almost like a bolt of light, but it looks like a projectile still, and it freaking blows off Dylan's right arm.
Would you say he gets disarmed?
He does. It's very disarming. I can't put my finger on why this was disturbing, but I mean, if I'm going to pull the trigger on this scene.
I'll let you shoulder the load on describing this.
Really?
Eric. Yeah.
You sure you don't want to just cut this scene?
So this is good. This is where it goes a little like we've been talking about it cutting with the gore, but this is pretty memorable here. This is
We've seen a lot
his arm gets severed off by this laser or whatever.
Yeah.
And it hits the ground, and the bloody arm is still firing the weapon.
Yep. And it's really good because it really looks, it's got weight to it. This is where they do a good job. Sometimes when you see a body part, you're like, that's, and it's firing. And he's got the cut off gloves, the fingerless gloves. Pop, 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 pop. And I think he does a pretty good job. It's a little slow-mo, but he's like, oh. But you know what, Art? He's still, like you pointed out, he's still got 1 gun. Or is it 2 guns because of the... Yeah. So
and then, but then we learn that this thing doesn't just have laser weapons. This is where we learn it has another type of a weapon,
and it's also fast because it was up in the trees. Next thing you know, it's bounding along with its freaking size 12 feet.
Yes,
barefoot. I think.
Yes,
right.
Is it
plates on the top, but it's got clawed feet. What is this guy thinking for travel here? I don't know. But yeah, he comes bounding behind him, and he turns around. And that's
we see it's like a blade, a trident type of thing that smashes
comes out
through.
Of his, where have we seen that before? But it comes out of his what do we call it? Cuff, his arm cuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what it reminded me of, Art, was a longer version of the blades from the Sphere in Phantasm.
Yeah, like harpoons, I think we said. They're like little harpoons or something that come out. Yeah. And so Dylan, that's it. He's out now.
He stabs him in the stomach and picks him up. Whoa!
Yeah. And we get the idea really here of the size of it.
Yeah.
This is where the 7'2" guy we see lifts Dylan up.
Yeah. So we got 4 people left because it took a while to start killing someone off.
Yeah.
And then they took a second, but now it's just like, nope, here I come.
Yeah.
We got the 4 remaining people running over the King Kong fallen tree. I love a fallen tree.
We're in King Kong now, this jungle.
Huge tree.
So we should clarify, we have Poncho is still injured. They're trying to get Poncho. So
he's out of the movie. He's not.
Dutch and Anna are trying to sort of carry Poncho.
Yeah.
And Billy is there too. So they get across the log, and then Billy decides he's not going any further. He's going to
And if this wasn't a found object, this tree, they did a great job because it is awesome. I love a fallen tree that you have to walk across.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy's like, nope, I'm done. And he does the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
He throws his freaking weapon into the stream or whatever.
Yeah. And he does a little ritualistic thing. He carves across his chest.
With a big knife. Yeah. And he
gets a big knife, like he's going to stand and he looks. Yeah.
He pulls off the talisman. And we're like, okay, here it comes. This is a big
I know. I know. And
wait, there's one more. He takes what's left of his shirt off. Okay. So he's like, I'm doing you one better. I'm taking it all.
He's ready. And we see the Predator vision come up over the edge, and we can see him and the Predator. It's even got the cut across his chest and the Predator vision. We can see the Predators looking at Billy. And like you said, I'm like, ooh, the first time you're seeing this, you're like, oh boy. Billy and the Predator, and then it just cuts to a scream.
Yeah,
and
cuts to a scream.
I want to talk about it for the end. At the end, we can talk about what this was supposed to be.
Well, I have an idea of what maybe happened because Predator's down on Earth for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but he's never really seen guys cut like this before. And I think Billy, we didn't see it, but Billy went further and stripped naked. And it was the Predator screaming. He was like, oh, like that. That's what happened. I'm guessing.
Yeah. But
it's in the novel. The it's in the graphic novel.
Erik, we said we weren't going to bring any of that in.
No, we weren't. No. So, okay.
So all we got left now is Arnold, Anna, and Poncho's not long for this world.
No, seconds later, in fact.
Yeah. Yes.
I thought it was a cheap ass shot for the Predator too, because he just shoots one of those lasers into the guy's head. He's dead.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
and then Arnold kind of gets it too because it shoots Arnold's weapon.
Yes, she goes to grab a weapon. Anna goes to grab a weapon. He's like, no. Wait, I'm going to do it far away. Hold on. No.
Because what Arnold is saying is if you have a weapon, it will go after you, but if you don't, it won't. Which I don't know that that's exactly true.
Not all the time, depending on which movie you're watching. Yeah,
I think it's really picking you out by how big your guns are.
Yeah,
your other guns. I think
your
that's
other guns. So what does he tell Anna to do here?
He gets sort of a ricochet off that shot, so he actually gets kind of hit in the shoulder. He's in a lot of pain. Arnold is going for it here, I have to say. He is going for his Oscar, and he says to her,
"What? What does he say, Art?
I can't do it in the accent. You're so much better.
Why can't you on command? Are you an actor?
Get to the chopper!"
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Art Hennessy. Get to the choppa.
And he puts a lot on it. I kind of forgot that.
He had no one had any idea, Art, that we would be saying get to the choppa for the rest of our lives. And Arnold making fun of himself in I think it was a commercial, one of the football commercials, the Super Bowl. And he couldn't say a line. They were making fun of his line. Like, no, it's this. I wish I could remember. But finally he goes, there's a thing where he's supposed to go in a helicopter. And he's like, I'm not going to the chopper. I'm not going to get in the chopper. It was so even making fun of it now.
And he says out of all of his catchphrases, that is the one he likes.
Get to the chopper. And he didn't know it was going to stick around was supposed to be the one everybody would say.
I know.
But if you guys listening to this know what that commercial is, let us know because I forgot what it was. But it's a Super Bowl commercial and he made fun of himself. He couldn't say whatever the word was. I think it was insurance or something. Oh, wait. State Farm is there.
Oh, okay. It's one of those. Okay.
Yeah. Something like that.
But Arnold now, he's got no weapon. Oh. He's all alone. He's stumbling through the jungle.
Yep.
This thing could be anywhere, right?
He have no shirt now?
No. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe.
At some point, he loses.
He does.
No, he has a tank top. He has a tank top.
Yeah, and he's crawling through the jungle, and this thing is.
Can we point out that? Yeah. Just want to point out that we call out a lot of things, the tropes in horror movies, but the female wearing a white tank top, and it happens to end up in a white tank top, and then it gets dirty and wet and stuff like that. So here, ladies and gentlemen, is a male, identifies as male, and he's the same thing. He's now sweaty and wet, and he's got this little tank top on. So there you go. And I think
would you say, Eric, he is now becoming our final girl?
Yes. And you can see his nipples. You see his nipples.
Right. He has become the final girl.
He has.
Yes.
And he's trying to get away from the predator, and he trips. And he goes down what I like to call a Goonies type of slide. And unnecessary.
This was big. 80s, 90s, this was a big thing. Romancing the Stone.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's sliding down a jungle sluice.
Yes.
But he didn't have to do this, but he did. He had a line here. It was a joke line. He's like, what did he say? Holy shit, or something where he's going down the...
Yes.
He's like, oh, son of a bitch. It was just like I don't know. I think he did it for us. But what a great stunt.
And the stunt person, that is a stunt person. It's down a waterfall.
It wasn't Arnold?
Cascading. What? No. But that guy, I think that was the only injury they said in the movie. The only serious injury was this.
But it's
stunt.
Great because it's slow-mo. I don't know how long that fall is, but the waterfall is amazing. And you can see the water. I don't know if you caught that. The water coming off of the person as they're falling. Water's flying off them. Great.
Yeah.
And that person, wherever you are, you did a great job.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And so he lands in the water and he's tumbling through rapids. He's going down and And so you're like, that is Arnold in a few of those shots in the water. You can tell it's Arnold.
He's so heavy, Art. He probably couldn't be moved by the
But he rolls down, and so he kind of gets to this small pond. He's out of the rapids, and he's crawling up. It's a great, like you said. I don't know if they built this area or it's got a huge tree that's standing up.
I think it's a banyan tree.
It looks great.
Big roots, like with the roots.
But he crawls up, and it's all mud on the shore. So he's crawling through mud.
He's covered in. Oh, Art, he's covered in mud. Ooh, he's covered in mud. And then another guy comes out, and they start wrestling. And then, it's so good. And they have a card. They hold a card up. Round 2. No, wait, that's a different. But he's covered in mud.
Covered in mud. Completely. And as he's going, we're seeing his face. And once again, just like they did with the net going up, behind him, something invisible drops into the water behind him. It's
great effect. Doesn't look at all dated. It's something invisible drops into the water. Yep.
Yeah. So you're like, because I think what we're supposed to be thinking, right, is like, by going through the rapids, everything, he got away. He got
away from now. Nope.
Here's the predator. Yeah, it just dropped in behind him.
Yep.
But he crawls up. Great set design. He's in all these branches.
Yeah.
He's muddy. You thought that was a little. You're going to disagree. Yeah.
Just picture this, everybody. Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? He's just been. He doesn't have any weapons. True. But what he decides to do to brace for the predator to fight him is he backs up with his back. He's lying down, but his back's up against all of these roots. He puts his arms into the roots and braces himself. And all I was thinking was, oh, Fay Ray, King Kong. He's like, take me. Come on, you big man. Come get me. So I thought, why is he doing that?
Yeah, that's right.
And I thought maybe it's because he just wanted to show off his, what do you call those? The lats, whatever that is here on your arm. Oh, man.
He's been working all shoot for this.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
this
but
is
the Predator seems like something's up with the water because he does that. What did you say it was? Spark? No,
it like sputters and sputtering in that, and it's like that. We've talked about it before. That 80s, 90s special, the blue lightning effect, is sort of going all over his body.
It's good.
And it looks like something's wrong with his cloaking technology.
Yes,
that's what it looks like.
And this is where we see full Predator, because when he comes out, where we see the entire Predator. And here's what's interesting about the Predator's outfit to me. Don't know if you picked this up. So he's got cuffs, metal cuffs with all this shit in it, right? He's got a laser parrot on his shoulder. You know, it moves around.
It
like
moves
that.
wherever he looks. Basically, it moves.
And if you guys want to ruin,
it's a little gun, laser gun on his shoulder. Yeah.
If you want to ruin the movie for yourselves, just think Peter Sellers in the Pink Panther movie where he's got the parrot. So he's got that, and then he's got armor on his legs. Okay,
like RoboCop style. Yeah.
But he's wearing a mesh shirt like a 80s sexy model. You can see his skin through it, and he's got a loincloth. So we're not doing a lot of armor here. It's like the version of, Conan the Barbarian when there's a female barbarian and she's wearing the most inappropriate gear for battle. Like her boobs will never be harmed, but the rest of her, done for. That's what the Predator's wearing. He's wearing like sexy armor.
Yes.
So not for me. I'm thinking he's going to get hurt at some point. He's going to get a nipple caught on a thorn.
Yeah.
So just pointing out he's not fully armored, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now, it has endured though as a pretty iconic costume. Remember earlier in the podcast when we started talking, I was like, I wanted to talk to you about it, and it does stand out. I think they clearly did a good job, because I think you remember it. And
and they upgraded
it's
slightly,
distinct,
but it's the same Predator. Yep.
Yeah, and it has the hair, the dreads,
sort of those long dreads,
which I think adding that gives it kind of the back of it more of a full, like thinking about how you would construct the costume to make it visually interesting. It gives it more fullness in the back, because if you ever saw the earlier photos when Jean-Claude Van Damme was first doing it, the head, they said it looked like an ant's head or something.
It was very, I didn't
sleeker or something.
Because underneath it would have been that stupid dog thing with the one eye. So
and so they filling in the back. It just was interesting to me as far as creature creation. And how they ended up doing it. But we should say its cloaking technology seems like it's gone. It zaps out. It doesn't.
Yeah, what the hell?
Doesn't seem to work. So I guess if you get
wet,
fully wet, it's
why?
gone.
Why would you hunt in the jungle then? You're going to start sweating. There's humidity everywhere. Jeez, dude.
But he's still got his Predator vision because he's got the helmet on.
He does.
So,
and what does he see, Art?
Well, he's scanning, and we're thinking, oh boy. Yeah. He's going to see Arnold, helpless Arnold, but he's not seeing nothing.
Nothing.
He's not nothing.
So
he's
apparently,
scanning.
which has never been proven wrong, I say, wink, wink, is that when you cover yourself in mud, your entire body cools down and continues to stay that way because the mud never dries. So the Predator can't see him because he's covered in mud.
So the tables have been turned already, meaning we used to, right?
Yeah.
Like when the movie started, he was cloaked and they couldn't see him.
See,
now it's kind of
everyone.
turned.
Please listen to Art when he does these things. If you're like, wait a second, I didn't think it is good, because I'm not thinking when I'm watching it. Oh, the servant has become the master, or you know what I mean. So,
but good
for you.
So
it's been turned. Yeah.
Yes.
And another good thing, which I'm pretty sure doesn't happen here, is Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't go, you can't see me because I'm covered in mud, right? He doesn't do that.
Well, I think he looks like at his,
but he
you see what I mean? Like he
telegraphed it to us.
Yes.
Right? The wires have been cut.
He does a lot with, I think he might say something, but he does a lot by looking. He kind of looks at the mud and like you said, we see the acting. Now, kudos to Arnold. You probably read this too. He was actually joking about cutting lines here because he said the joke was one day he came out and he said to the director, I only have 4 words today. Like, do you think we could get it down to 3? Right? Because we should say from this point on in the movie, it's almost a silent movie we're going to be watching for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and it doesn't need the exposition. No. It doesn't need you to tell us what you're doing. So I really like it.
So Arnold just realizes, he can't see me. It is really funny, Eric. I'm like, every time I watch it, it looks like the Predator just sort of shrugs. It goes like, can't front, and then walks back out, like walks away, like it's like a like, oh yeah, bad. Like I can't.
Like what the hell? Oh, my friends at home are going to be making fun of me.
Yeah,
like you couldn't find him. You couldn't find that one last guy. No, he disappeared.
What a bummer. Yeah. So, and also another thing we're seeing here in this movie is a lot of that stuff at the beginning, the guns, those big fights, the firepower, everything that they had. And now Arnold has nothing.
Yeah.
There's
technology.
Nothing.
Now no technology.
No technology. So,
hold on.
Yep.
Just taking a look out the window.
Okay. Why is that? Thought you saw something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. I know we're doing this running joke here, but guys, it's going to pay off. It's not as cool as the last one we did, but don't you worry, everybody.
But yeah, so he's going to start using what he's got.
What art does he have? He's got a tank top, camouflage pants, and boots.
And it looks like a couple of shells of ammunition or something. Yeah.
Was this stored in his pockets? I think
so. I think he had maybe a vest with some things on.
Did he have a vest?
I don't know. What did he? But he has them now. He definitely has them now. Yeah.
He has them now. Okay.
So he starts rigging things up like we saw earlier where they did the whole thing rigging up.
He is rigging traps. Yep.
And once again, we kind of get what he's doing, but we're like, okay, this will probably be revealed to us exactly.
Some traps. And why does he have so much time to do this, Art?
Well, because the Predator is doing stuff too. We see the Predator is got to polish his trophies, Eric.
Oh,
the Predator
is polishing his trophies.
What we're intercutting with is first we see the Predator. I think it's Billy.
Yes. Oh, he rips the spine.
It's like out of Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah,
like
get over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He rips the spine. This becomes iconic.
Finish him.
Yes.
Yeah. He rips the head with the spinal cord out. And you see the spinal cord kind of flopping around.
Yep.
And it's up on a tree.
He washes the skulls off.
Mm-hmm.
And he cleans the skulls, and I guess he's using them as a souvenir. Here's my issue. We're looking at the Predator's outfit, okay? If you get a close look. He's got a belt with little skulls on it. I mean, little skulls. I would make fun of the guy that played Predator across the street because he did the same thing, and I'm like, those the most imposing people you came up, oh my God.
Well, you know how on video games, Eric, to earn points, you can shoot chipmunks and things?
Is that what it is? Or these are like some little, he went to a planet with these little guys, like in the gate, but they were like hard asses and they were kicking his butt.
Yeah.
Like, son of a gun.
Trophy,
He wore these Otherwise, I'm like, is this a costume jewelry? Does he have like costume jewelry of skulls?
Yeah, sort of like people having big, huge belt buckles down, in Texas.
Because these are tiny skulls.
Yeah.
So before, was he only fighting little things? I don't know. I need to know where the skulls are from. Get out the graphic novel. Get it out right now. But
so while Arnold's preparing
the whole night,
Arnold's preparing the whole night. This guy is wasting time, polishing trophies, caressing the skulls.
He likes he's cooking sausages. He's setting up a tent. He's having trouble with setting it up. He's like, son of a bitch, how's this go together? Like, what is the Predator doing all night? Is he sleeping, Art?
And then
where's the ship?
I don't know.
Does he go back to the ship and he camps out there so he doesn't get bit by mosquitoes because he's practically naked? What happens here?
Yeah, because there was a ship that shot him down at the beginning in like a little pod or something. But how does he get back to the ship? Yeah.
And we find out it wasn't poop. It was the Predator.
Yeah. Right. But Arnold's putting on the game face now, where it's putting on the everything. And then he goes out and he's going to start the Broadway production of The Lion King.
Oh, my God.
He goes out on a tree and he's got a torch.
Lights a torch. And he's shirtless now.
Yep.
Because the mud, he had to reapply the mud and make sure it got on his nipple.
I will say it's a handsome looking shot of him on that tree in the dark.
I think
with the flame.
Yeah. Arnold is ripped in these things. Yeah. Great shots throughout the whole
and he just howls. Like I said, it sounds like the beginning of The Lion King. You'd expect the circle of life.
All the animals start gathering around.
Start to come in, right? They all start to...
Yeah, all those pigs that were in the jungle, they come out. Oh.
Yeah, it's like, the Predator is a puppet that somebody's working from behind.
Yes.
So he's calling it out, I guess, calling out the Predator.
Yeah.
Come get him.
And here's what the Predator does, and please tell me, what is he thinking there? Those blades we talked about before, the retractable blades?
Mm-hmm.
The Predator heats up his blades with the laser. And my first thought was...
I didn't notice that. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Careful. And my second thought was, how long are those blades going to be hot for?
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes, tops. What are you doing, dude? I didn't get it.
It's sort of like the Freddy Krueger thing. Like, how often does he sharpen them?
How is he sharpen?
Like,
why does he have to? He lives in the nightmare world. He can make them sharp with his mind.
Right.
So Arnold Dutch gets high in the trees. So now he's going up.
But he lit a fire. Down on the log by the water. Yeah.
And great trees. Oh my God, what great trees.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see this is where the Predator seems to have kind of monkey skills because he's leaping from tree to tree with his enormous feet, almost like he's wearing snowshoes would be the size of his feet.
But what's great is this is another great sequence. Arnold is hiding.
Yep.
Where's the Predator? And from behind him, we see the cloaking.
Yes.
The cloaking sort of coming out, and the cloaking goes over, like right
next to him,
Arnold.
And Arnold's
next to him. It's like, so we're seeing Arnold through the Predator, basically.
Yep.
It's great. I love it. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yep. And apparently if the cloaking device gets dry, it works again?
Yeah, I guess it works again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Arnold, they teach you this in the military, right? Grabs a vine and swings across from one tree to the other.
Tries to do it quietly. Yeah. So
quietly.
Because remember, he's covered in mud still. So the Predator can't see him.
Wet mud. Hasn't dried yet. Hasn't caked off. But
so the Predator can't see it, but the Predator hears something. He hears something. He looks, but he can't see anything.
Can't see it, but he's pissed now.
In the tree. So he goes down to investigate that fire that Arnold lit. He goes down.
And Arnold has a what now that he uses?
Okay.
What is this weapon that he's pulled out of his butthole?
Arnold appears to have made
a what?
The largest compound bow out of twigs or sticks or something.
Yes.
1 million of them. Like it's like he made this bow and he put an explosive with the gunpowder shells he had.
Right.
Made an explosive arrow out of it.
An explosive on impact arrow.
Yes.
Now the aerodynamics of a arrow. I'm just trying to figure out how
I'm on the same track as you. I'm on
get a clean shot off with this makeshift bow, and it flew. And, and it doesn't hit the Predator, but it hurts him. But also
it hurts him, but it does permanently knock out the cloaking device.
It does, yes. And
it does do that.
And it hurts him a little bit because there's blood everywhere. And
yes.
I don't know where everybody else is from, but here we have to go to New Hampshire to get these kind of explosives. But apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger, aka Dutch, has now a cache of 4th of July fireworks.
Well, I think these are the Predator. The Predator starts shooting blindly at the
Is that what's
woods.
happening? The explosive.
That's what's happening.
So the
Predator gets hit.
Right.
And he's like,
mad.
whoa. And he just starts, that thing on his shoulder, just starts shooting and shooting and shooting. He's shooting blindly.
But let's point out that these are
mirroring what they did earlier.
Yeah.
That mirroring what happened to our guys earlier, shooting blindly into the woods because they can't see.
And if you've ever 4th of July shot off illegal fireworks in the woods, that's what this looks like, where you're like, oh, shoot, I didn't realize it was going to be so big. They're exploding.
It's stunning. I love it.
It's great.
The Predator's up on a log. The fireworks are going off in the trees behind him, and they're reflected off the water because it's
really
next to the pool.
Really
it's really good stuff. This looks great. This is good stuff.
This is where we find out that apparently there's a lot of fallen trees in this area over chasms, and Dutch Arnold Schwarzenegger for some reason has superhuman powers now, and he can hold on underneath the tree with his arms and legs, holding on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While the Predator's walking over
him. Yeah.
And he's holding on to that. So, wow. He's those 4 a.m. Body pumps have worked out really well. And then Dutch takes a rock and he throws it.
Yeah.
To see where the Predator is, like, oh, the Predator's going to react to that. But our Predator apparently has got other skills, because the Predator can calculate the trajectory of a thrown object. So we see this whole thing in his visor, like vroom, vroom. It's doing if it's here, then it's here, then it's here. So he knows where the rock came from, and he uses that technology to start firing at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's I love that lumbering Arnold trying to get out of the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And
this is where he throws the spear bomb, right? Is this where he has a spear bomb?
Well, he threw the spear bomb earlier. Now he just has a regular spear. I think he just has his spear with the knife on the end.
Confused with the weapons, everybody.
He just has the regular spear. But what's happening is the Predator is injured. Yep. So Arnold is following the blood, that glowy yellow blood. He's following it. So once again, great images. It's the blood through the caves and the trenches, and Arnold's following it.
Yeah, saying, bleed, you bastard.
And they keep doing this in the movie, but it keeps working. Arnold is getting up, and he's seeing the blood, and Arnold's doing good acting here. Yep. You can see it's all with his eyes. He's just trying to figure out what's going on. And behind him, we see the yellow blood drip down behind him.
Green blood, yeah. And this is the green blood words, Art, that Arnold was probably messing with the director. These are my 3 words. Bleed, you bastard. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Predator's behind him.
Yep.
And he tries to escape, and he ends up falling in the water, right?
Yes. He goes onto a log. He's trying to swing on a log like the Predator does through the trees, but the log cracks. Yep. And he falls in the water, which means no more mud.
No more mud. And we mean no more mud, right? He is completely clean. Like, wow, that mud stuck to him, but now it's all gone.
So he gets out. He's very desperate. He's getting out. He's crawling out. And then it's great again. He's crawling out with clothes on his face, and this trident thing or the harpoons come down right around either side of his head.
Yeah. It's a different weapon now, just so you know.
It looks like it to me.
Yeah, because that went around him. There was
around his neck,
So he's got another weapon. He's got lots of weapons, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he picks him up, and he throws him up against a tree.
Yeah.
He throws him against a tree.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. He holds him up. And this is, once again, we see the size of the Predator here. It's like holding Arnold up in the air, like Arnold's feet are off the ground. But we cut to Predator vision, and he's sort of examining Arnold's skull.
Oh,
like, through he's looking at that skull. He's turning Arnold's head from like side to side.
You know, if there's any dents or anything, any flaws in it, but it's a perfect skull. It's Arnold's skull.
Yeah.
So yes. And this is where after that, the Predator takes off the helmet. And we get the Stan Winston Predator. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Because, that beautiful mug.
Yes. And it works. And people have stolen this before, but what I love is it's a slow reveal because he's twisting off the mask like little steam coming out of it. Like, what's under there? What's under there? And I think the payoff, Arnold Schwarzenegger said it best. You are one ugly motherfucker. But it is, but it's I have it here so I can help with my own description, but it's like not a skull. So there's no hair up here. It's all that modeled look. He's got the always mean eyes, wicked sunken in, tiny pupils, right? We got tiny pupils. And then no nose to speak of. And then instead of a mouth, he's got 4 like mandibles. You know, it looks like a horseshoe crab upside down almost.
Yeah.
Like so.
That have like each one has like a little tooth or hook.
Yeah, it's
like
a little
claw out of them. Yeah.
And then he's got a lower jaw, so you can see other teeth. But then when he's like and gets mad, it opens up, so it expands out
like a flower, sort of petals or something. Yeah,
it's just fantastic. And then he's got the dreads with if you look close, they got like bits of, I think it's metal in it and stuff. So this character's amazing, it's not.
It really is nothing like you'd expect or have seen, right? So I liked the originality of this.
And it does, it pays off because you're like, oh, okay, I don't know what I was expecting, and I wasn't expecting that, and I like it. Now imagine,
you mentioned the eyes, and I think that there's a reason. It's like, we're like, oh, those sunken small eyes. So that vision it has from the helmet, because what we do see here is we get a shot of its vision with the helmet off now, and it's a lot blurrier than when it has the helmet on.
Yeah, it's not. Now we've learned that the helmet is actually like a prescription glasses.
Correct. Yeah, it's interesting.
So why would you take it off?
Well,
are you stupid.
So we should say at this point, it strips off all this stuff because the idea we're getting is it's like, okay, you're worthy prey, and I'm going to subdue you mano a mano. We're going to do no weapons.
Can we point out?
I'm gonna do this. We're gonna fight this out.
Yes. Can we point out how many times the testosterone in here has stripped down naked? I mean, is it every single person is like, all right, here we go. Let me just take this off.
And this kind of reminds me, Eric, the tracking this like classic sort of Western structure as like we start with a gunfight, then we go to handguns. Then we're punching each other, and then we're punching each other into water troughs because they're in a pond here.
Yeah.
I just thought of that as I went along. I'm like, okay.
That's pretty good.
We're in the Western here.
And we've seen this before, but this is funny. Not funny, but clever because it's an alien. But Arnold Schwarzenegger's got a big fist. I mean, he's got meat hooks, and he socks the Predator like in the face. It's hilarious. Because the Predator is unaffected except for one of his mandibles is a little out of whack, and he just clicks it back in place. And we've seen that before where the person just like adjusts their jaw.
Yeah. Like a James Bond villain or something, like a henchman.
Jaws.
Will do something like that. Right. Yeah. Jaws or Odd Job, like, like,
But I thought it was really funny. It was fun is the word I'm looking for. But the Predator's just kicking the crap out of Dutch.
Oh, blood flying out of Arnold's mouth. Yeah. Like, I mean, this is like good for Arnold, I guess, because like we joke about how he's like, oh, I have to win the arm wrestling and stuff like this. But But the Predator is getting the better of him here. The Predator's beating the crap out of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Art, sometimes you see it from the Predator's POV.
Yes.
Okay. You're also hearing it from the Predator's POV. And Arnold is going, like that, right? Well, what the Predator's hearing, which actually is quite laughable, this is the first time I've realized it. Predator's hearing this. I mean, it's pretty hilarious if you just focus on that sound.
Imagine the irony, Eric. Imagine the irony, though, if he hears those little skull guys is going right there, like.
I just thought it was funny.
I'll have to watch for that.
Oh my God. Just that one bit. Just watch it again.
Yeah. And so Arnold, what I like about what's happening here, though, is we're going to lead into Arnold starts crawling, right?
Crawling away. And with everything that's happened, I think you may even in the movie start to be forgetting that Arnold was setting something up earlier. Right? You do. Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like you kind of lose track of that because you're so in like, oh my God, he's got to get away from this Predator because it's kicking his ass.
Yes.
And he's crawling along, but then we start to recognize where he's going.
Yeah, well,
Arnold,
we see the stick that's a booby trap that the Predator is supposed to trip over. And so Arnold is lying down again, but this time Arnold forever embedded in our memories. He's like, come on, do it. And this is now the reason why I just go, come on now, do it now.
Yeah. And the Predator is looking around.
Yes.
Looking, he knows something's up.
Yeah.
He gets it.
He's not we know that he's not like animalistic.
Yeah.
He is it's an intelligent creature that knows technology and actually knows how to hunt.
Yeah.
So
it's not coming into this area. Yeah. It's like stopped and it's looking around, trying to assess things, trying to look.
The Predator walks around it. He hops over it like, can't get me.
Right. But then Arnold realizes because the trap Arnold had set up has a counterweight that it was going to be used, big log.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, like that. There's a big, like, in other words, the idea, it's a big log.
It's like
the Predator didn't count on that counterweight, though.
The fact that Arnold was able to hoist that up with the rope that he pulled out of his butthole, that is a heavy ass. Okay, come on. But yes, it's a huge counterweight.
Yeah,
like
log.
On a cuckoo clock, if a cuckoo clock was the size of a house. But Dutch kicks the thing, and this huge ass log just goes, right? And crushes the Predator.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the movie. We're done.
But if we're tracking with our final girl here, Arnold, where he's sitting just like Jamie Lee Curtis at the end of Halloween.
Yep.
He's looking, he's in the foreground. Oh, I did it.
Well, you know what, Art? You can't kill the Predator. And there he is. He's still alive.
But he's not looking too good.
No,
though.
he's not.
He's not.
Arnold takes a rock and he's going to crush the Predator with the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, the world's smallest rock compared to what this guy's been lifting up. I mean, he picked a regular size rock. He could have picked up like a mountain, but he chose a, head-sized rock.
Yeah, he's going to deliver the coup de grace. Yeah.
But the Predator's like all bloody and everything. He's like, and here's where we see that Dutch has a little compassion in a sense.
And curiosity.
Well, maybe it's curiosity. But what does he say, Art?
He goes, what the hell are you?
No, that's not.
No,
you need to
that's
do
not
it.
it.
No, you need to do it again. That wasn't good.
I do.
Yeah.
What the hell are you? I don't.
No, that was terrible.
I'm not good at this.
No,
okay.
do it one more time.
Keep making me do this.
I'm going to need you one more time. Do you want to walk away and come back?
What the hell are you? I don't know. I'm not good at that.
No, this is better.
I'm not a good Arnold.
No,
I'm not
better.
a good Arnold.
It's better. What the hell are you?
What the hell are you?
What the hell are you?
He goes, what the hell are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Predator repeats it. So I'll do it the way you did it. What the hell are you? But the Predator can mimic because he's not wearing his helmet, right?
Yeah,
So
but it's not that good though. But
but also I'm pulling an Art Hennessy here, where I think that the Predator did that on purpose because he's like, well, what the hell are you? Because I win all the time. What the hell?
Yeah.
Right? Is that where?
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
then he pulls out. I think this might be your.
This is the Merlin thing.
I think that I was gonna say, is this your Merlin?
Merlin. Yeah. It was a toy called Merlin, which we thought at the time was the most high-tech thing ever. And you had to do these lines. You press these buttons to make these lines. I don't even remember exactly. Yeah. But they basically used a Merlin for the Predator's arm because he pulls
it out. It's got like a couple of screens, little screens or something, almost like a digital clock. You would have like a few,
but the lines
numbers.
Are alien because God forbid they had numbers. It's just these lines that start ticking off.
And they disappear. They're disappearing as they go. And so Dutch realized because this is clearly a countdown.
He's in the service. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
But this is the only part in the movie art where I was like, do we need that? Because the Predator starts laughing.
And it's Billy. It's supposed to be Billy's laugh, right?
Yeah.
That he recorded earlier.
But it really sounds like the Joker.
It sounded to me, my notes here, clock when he first starts Santa Claus. But
oh yes,
yes, I was like, what?
You've
The
been
Predator
a good
Santa
boy.
Claus? But when it starts, and then it morphs into clearly Billy. We're supposed to think it's Billy's laugh that he recorded earlier. But I'm like, why didn't they just start with Billy's laugh?
Right. So does the Predator have a laugh? Is that the Predator's voice, and that's how he laughs like Santa?
I don't.
Hey, Predator, how was your trip to space, but to Earth? It was good. I mean, really, it was a little on the funny side for me. But
Dutch takes off, but this thing blows, and it is. We cut to the choppa.
Yeah, to the choppa. The choppa sees it. And this explosion isn't an earthly explosion. This is
no. Anna made it. We see that Anna made it to the chopper.
Yes,
she made it to the chopper.
Is almost nuclear. Yeah, so it's got weird stuff in it. So it's an alien, whatever explosive they're using. It's not of this Earth.
I know, but so it's. So
Anna, who's was gone for the last 20 minutes. Is back in the chopper. And fun fact, you probably know this. The pilot, the chopper pilot, is the Predator.
Yeah,
he's our actor.
There you go.
I thought that was cool. So he's the pilot of the chopper.
But they come in out of the mist, and then we see that the area is all just deforested and barren, but tons of fog and mist.
Yeah.
And coming out of it is he survived.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Billy naked.
No.
Billy's like, I made it. Yeah, Dutch is alive.
Now, I want to say here.
Yeah.
I thought that it was a really sort of like, I made it. He looks a little worse for the wear. Wow. Arnold they don't play this like a hero shot.
Well,
this looks more like somebody's been through something.
Yes,
right?
I think you're right in both instances because it starts off like that, but then he does have a moment where he puts his hands on his hips a little bit. And I was like, all right, but he's not like, yes, I did it, because when he gets in the chopper, he's still like beaten down.
Yeah, It's not a, I will say, it's not a triumphant ending. He looks like he's been through something. And I think it, plays into the theme of the movie. What it did is built up the idea of American militarism. Yeah. We have all these guns. We're all armed, but oh my gosh, what if it's flipped? What if we're not as powerful as we think we are?
There you go.
And here he is, representing that. I think in the last shot of the movie with him sort of on the helicopter.
And here's two things I noticed in the choppa art is one, Anna is crying. So why she's crying because she's still alive. I thought that was a little much. She's crying. And then the last shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger goes straight up his nose. Imagine watching on the big screen. All you see is the inside of Arnold Schwarzenegger's nose, basically.
And we saw his butt earlier.
Yeah,
close up.
Butt, nose, every
we've
part
seen
of
him
Arnold.
we've seen him all the way through.
Yeah, we got all parts of Arnold except the front, except for the back. We'll never know. We'll never know if he works out with that. Okay. So
that's and that's
flies away.
What's that?
Chopper flies away, and it's a great shot of the chopper flying away.
Chopper flies away, and
So,
that's Predator
done.
But
right?
No.
No.
We're gonna have a little fun here.
What?
With our closing cast roll?
It felt like it was it's in memoriam, right? So this is in memoriam, except for Dutch and Anna, the people that are in the cast. That's what it felt like to me. They're all. These are not moments in the movie.
They are. If you look closely, they're from shots in the movie.
Sure?
That would have. I'm pretty sure
because
they're shots from different parts where they kind of are yes. Okay. I think they are.
Because I don't know if you watched this, but I watched way too many of these. This reminds me of the opening of Bachelor in Paradise, where they're doing the Almost Paradise. And they make them do this thing like,
no, these aren't. I'm not saying these are shots from the movie. I'm just saying these are outtakes from actual framed shots in the movie. I think they are.
Well, you guys can watch it and see, but it looked to me like they're like, okay, what I want you to do here is do something that your character would do. And he's like, I'll tip the drink. I'll wink. Why does he wink? The first guy winks, Art. When does he wink in the movie?
Laughing. Now, you've probably seen, Eric, what people do, I know, on TikTok and stuff, is they put like 70s famous 70s sitcom music to this credit roll.
No.
See?
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
They use like Three's Company, or they'll use the Golden Girls, or they'll use
100%.
And it works. I have to say, Eric, they always work. They work with these credits.
Yeah. That's the best. The only one that looked real to me was the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Arnold isn't cracking up or anything.
No, but he's serious.
Yeah.
But
he's serious.
But Anna looks at the camera and smiles. Like she's having a good time. When did she do that?
We just saw her crying. Yeah.
When did she do that in the movie, Art? When she's like, this is fun. She never did. She never did, Art.
It is.
We're gonna dispute.
By the way, Eric, it's so weird. Your back wall there. It just looked like, I don't know why. I don't know. It just looked like it almost like it rippled or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird.
I think
I don't know.
It's just the cat. It's just the cat.
But yeah. So
that's it.
That's Predator. That's
Predator. We're done with Predator, everybody.
We're done with Predator. Well, we
both hated it. We both hated it.
I really like this movie, but I do want to say
Predator.
I said I was going to save this for the end. So we were a little confused that Billy got shortchanged on the log there.
Yeah.
And I do want to point out the initial the way they conceived this story was the main character that would go through all the way to the end would be the character who was the indigenous person.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Had those skills and those, and you could see that Billy, you could see that version of the movie is still in there. But when Arnold came on board, Arnold's going to be the final
me,
person.
But everybody else is going to be with me.
Right. Yeah. So
technically it was one person.
It was going to be that guy. Yeah. And so that character would be the person. So we should say that it looped back around, and what a lot of people who like this franchise is there was an eventual sequel called Prey, which is a Native American, an indigenous woman.
Yeah, but not a sequel. Prequel.
To this movie. But it sort of ties in a little bit to the Anna stuff that she was talking about, and
Prey.
And so we get to see that filled in.
Yeah, it's the indigenous people, and what I love is they use actually their their language in the movie, and they shot it both ways. One with they're just speaking, I'm pretty sure they're just speaking that language, and then another one where they're speaking English, and I thought that was cool. But that one's good. Prey is good. If we're going to briefly discuss how we loved Predator, this one, then I'm going to give you like less than 2 minutes to talk about how you loved it, because we already know Art, and we already know about the camera shots, and we know about you know what?
I talked about it.
They switched this role, and Arnold is now the prey, and the thing. And Billy's nipples are so. You said they're so sexy.
Wait, what?
Did you?
That I don't think I said
we'll
that.
We'll play it back and see.
Okay.
I'll listen to it in the car.
Well, I loved Predator.
Oh, you did?
I think it's a great movie. I think that it mashes up all those genres, like I said at the beginning. I love the way it takes its time. It flips things. We mentioned, you just stole my thunder with it. I love the way it starts off and then it strips everything away at the end and just mirrors things we saw at the beginning. And I'll give credit to Arnold here. He does a good job in that last half of the movie, the last 40 minutes of the movie or half hour, where it's almost wordless, we talked about. And I thought Arnold did a pretty good job there of his acting and everything. In the beginning, when he has to do exposition, arguing with Dylan, it's a little rough.
Acting versus reacting, maybe he's better at the reacting part, but
But it is a fun cast of characters that are they're playing it real, but they are people out of a comic book. Like these are human beings that look jacked in almost inhuman ways and have personalities that are outsized as well.
Yep.
But they work because I think the movie wants to set you up to like them in a way so that when they get killed, you're feeling sort of something. Because I did notice this about the movie too, Eric. It was funny preparing for this podcast because, like you said at the beginning, you're going through this movie at the beginning and it's like, this aide and cabinet member and this plot and everything. It's a gigantic MacGuffin. That's not what the movie is about.
It doesn't go, you're like, wait, what?
So the first time you see this movie, you're
Predator.
following this and you're following. The first time you see Predator, I know you're making me do that. But the first time you watch it, you're thinking, Dylan, and what's he doing? And what's this?
Yeah.
But then halfway through the movie, you're like, none of that matters anymore.
You don't
it's
even
all
care.
about them
like,
being
wait,
hunted
what?
by this person. So I really like that aspect of it too. But I would say if you haven't seen Predator in a long time, definitely check it out. It moves really fast. And also it is a scary horror movie. Turn the lights off and watch the movie. Like, don't be distracted on your phone because you'll get a lot out of this with the sounds and the jungle and everything. I think that this is really great. So
I do too, and I'm going to go further. Turn the lights off. Take your shirt off. Slather yourself in mud. Make some
oil up
traps.
those biceps. Oil up those biceps.
In case someone comes in the room, make tripwires. Yeah, it's great. Predator holds up, and it doesn't feel dated. The music doesn't feel dated. The visuals don't feel dated. The way it's shot, it still holds up. So if you watch Predator now, you'll go like, "Oh, this is a great movie." Who are these actors? If you don't know who they are, I mean, most people know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is, but he's what, 80, pushing, right? And he still looks freaking.
He's got to be up there, yeah.
Still jacked. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! But it's great. I love the monster. I think it's cool. It doesn't get corny. So with that, I'll say 100% watch Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Then skip. Don't anything alien versus skip it. Listen to me, everybody. Skip it. Go to Predators with Aidan Brody. Have some fun with that. See Prey. Prey is really cool. Mm-hmm. And then there's a short animated thing. I forget where it is. I think it's 42 minutes long. It's animated. And it's Predators in picking people up from different times in history and making them fight in an arena. And it's animated. And it's
Is it Killers of Killers or something? Is that what it's
something
called?
like that? But it's really good. The other ones can go F themselves. But that's my recommendation. So yeah, I loved it. Art loved it. You loved it. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Some great jokes in there. So yeah.
But yeah. So I just to clarify for everybody out there, Eric, that is Predator: Killer of Killers.
There you go.
It's an animated show on Hulu.
You pulled it out of your butt.
I pulled it out of the internet spot.
Oh, I might watch that again. Actually,
that's curious. Yeah, but it's on Hulu, and we should say the Prey. I think the Prey sequel will be coming soon, right? I think there's going to be
that one. Art.
I think that'll be coming soon.
Predator. You want to feel for the predator, and it's a person.
Oh, is it? I don't know anything about
it. So it's I don't know. So predators being hunted by something, but they make it's an actor, and they make them kind of sexy. It's a sexy predator. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Just to recap for Eric's rundown there.
Well, yeah.
See, Predator, obviously.
Yeah.
Then skip all the way to Predators. Plural.
Yes.
Predators, plural. And then see Prey. And then check out the animated series Killer of Killers.
I think you will like it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
all right.
it.
Seen that one. All right, Eric. Well, I've enjoyed talking about Predator with you. This is a great movie.
So much that you might want to rate it, huh?
Yeah. I would if,
what?
This is we just did our
20
recap of 25 movies.
Yeah.
And we still haven't come up with a rating system. So I feel like as a podcast, we're really letting people down.
No, we do have a rating on it.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, and,
yes.
Did we come up with something?
Yes, we did. And I'm going to, this is me taking chances here.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it 9, stuff for 10 out of 10. But 9 out of 10 grossly inappropriate jokes.
Ooh, okay.
But I got,
9 out of 10. Okay, you got another one.
Yes. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 butt net equipments. I'm trying to think of the worst. 9 out of 10 bags of holding. No, that would be. Oh, wait. No, forget all those. Forget it.
Okay.
All right.
Scratch it.
All right. Let's pretend. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
9 out of 10. Obviously. 9 out of 10. Choppers.
Yes.
We got to rate the chopper.
And that's great because we can use that every movie that we watch.
Time.
Yeah.
But maybe not the vagina jokes, but the chopper. How many choppas do you give it? 9 out of 10 choppas.
Well, we want to hear what anybody listening, how many choppas you gave Predator.
Right.
And also we want to hear what you think about the podcast or any movies you'd like to hear us cover on the podcast. So you can reach out to us. You can reach us through our website, midnightcinemapod.com. You can listen to us, just a reminder, on any podcast platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We're on all of them. And while you're there, we really appreciate if you would give us a rate and review. You can also follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. And you can check out video clips from the podcast on TikTok and YouTube. So
can you?
If you want to see our beautiful faces talking about the oiled up muscles of the people in Predator. So yeah. So Eric, I've had a great time talking to you. I can't wait to next week when we watch another movie here in the Midnight Cinema. What's that?
What the hell is that on
What's
my
going
arm?
on,
It's like
what is that?
3 dots on my arm.
Three dots.
Oh my gosh! I have to go get to the chopper.
Oh no, Eric!